极地位置。如果找不到的，就问一下栏杆旁边的这些穿着黄色衣服 DEA 的工作人员，他呢会帮你找到你的位置。那上下楼梯，左左右右、上上下下，也注意安全。OK， 越慢越快，谢谢大家。
The man of the house, I take her out, my sister, nigga. You better not play around with my girls, I'ma go get a nigga. World, you know what I'm saying? See, a lot of niggas talk this shit, a lot of niggas just rap this shit. We really gonna go get a nigga, man. Niggas just hollering this chop guy and shit out for a brand, for a clout and shit. This shit for real, man. And you ain't putting it down for your shit, nigga don't need to even holler that shit. You know what I'm talking about? For real, big brother, chop guy, and TCO status. I put it on for this shit. Big brother. Way before we ran across the money, niggas paid us with respect. Way before we ran across the money, niggas paid us with respect. No CGE stand down to no one, we the ones who pose the threat. Almost up the chop on my fan, he done got too close to my neck. Brr.
那在这边现场也呼吁一下，如果 if 假设有拿卡西的话，也帮我们酌量使用。哦，拿卡西酌量使用，不要影响到现场球迷的观赛品质。谢谢大家配合。
Incredible. BA vote the shit what I'm telling you, ayy. You ain't the shit, I ain't smelling you. How many plays you made? Several. Thick bitch, eat the dick like an edible. I swear to stick out the trunk like an elephant. I'ma go, but I ride with the llama. If money would have my shit like Rapunzel. My niggas ride like 4 flat. Pull up, drop, take a pic like Kodak. Ayy, freaking bitch got my dick where I throw that. Used to be broke, now I live in luxury. Niggas get jammed, go and protect the custody. Fresh as a bitch, I got time for no tussling. I was a G, no allowance, just hustling. I treat her out like a pimp. I'm man, that beat so right, just gotta go left on. You niggas still roaching, you still wanna step on. He ain't catch a bite, how the fuck he gon' rap on the school? He was a class, my need to tell on shit. Video, I got 100-something miss girl. Thinking I'm fucking at home, getting bitch. Tryna pissed on my wrist, can't even wipe the shit off. Tell high the Glock, know the bitch gon' get on. Smoking this scroll like Mr. Incredible. BA vote the shit what I'm telling you, ayy. You ain't the shit, I ain't smelling you. How many plays you made? Several. Thick bitch, eat the dick like an edible. I swear to stick out the trunk like an elephant. I'ma go, but I ride with the llama. If money would have my shit like Rapunzel. Smoking this scroll like Mr. Incredible. BA vote the shit what I'm telling you, ayy. You ain't the shit, I ain't smelling you. How many plays you made? Several. Thick bitch, eat the dick like an edible. I swear to stick out the trunk like an elephant. I'ma go, but I ride with the llama. If money would have my shit like Rapunzel. I was Mr. Bands on the wristwatch. Flip the switch on the Drake like TikTok, ayy. Straight like shadows and I step like flip flops. She sucked the dick to her lip lock, ayy. She sucked the dick to her lip hurt, ayy. Try to the streets like Lil Durk, ayy. I'm in this bitch with Jud, Tez, big stepper, but it ain't Lil Perk. That whole gang ain't win, but I'm knowing they running. Ain't going on fuck, I ain't punning it, ayy. Get down and still like I'm bunning. My flow sick, throwing up shit, vomit. I graduated from streets like I need my diploma. They had a man for all the corona. I'm in this bitch and it's hot as the sauna. Good ass cookies, you smell the aroma. Smoking this scroll like Mr. Incredible. BA vote the shit what I'm telling you, ayy. You ain't the shit, I ain't smelling you. How many plays you made? Several. Thick bitch, eat the dick like an edible. I swear to stick out the trunk like an elephant. I'ma go, but I ride with the llama. If money would have my shit like Rapunzel. Smoking this scroll like Mr. Incredible. BA vote the shit what I'm telling you, ayy. You ain't the shit, I ain't smelling you. How many plays you made? Several. Thick bitch, eat the dick like an edible. I swear to stick out the trunk like an elephant. I'ma go, but I ride with the llama. If money would have my shit like Rapunzel, ayy.
We look into the can, got time for nothing else. Yeah. They look into the can, got time for nothing else. Me and my money can wait.
Bitch, hey, if ain't about money, can't wait.
Roll up a wood, I'm smoking the greatest. Rockin' all white, now they
thinking I'm racing. This shit ain't about paper, ain't no conversation. In Dior Cologne, the bitch digging my freight. I was selling 3 5s out my grandmama basement. I was hiding the zips in my grandmama vacant. Bitch knew how to get money, bitch going X-ray. You don't know who that is, bitch, that my bitch sister. Osama get out, get on rest to my niggas. Homeboys ain't no dice to get scratched to my niggas. Ain't know that ass real, that shit clap when it jit. Shit was already sold when I vacuum and sealed it. Put up the racks and go buy me a building. Whole gang gon' have land, bitch, I got bigger visions. Really got paper, come see how I'm living. Before I leave, my mama a million. Do you feel me? Hey, 7 grams on that corner, bitch, meet me on Tillman. Getting in the movies, I catch you up and I'm filming. I with your bitch, we chillin'. I said we spinning. B92, this a Hemi. Took her back home and I put out her in. She came with a knife, you would think you was bigger than 41. Feel like dirt, no whiskey. Don't get a chill like I working with Dixie. Why buy that charge? You know where you can miss me. Rocks a hoe, I got that shit there from Tiffany. You on my laces, my sneakers be Christian. Grab me a pee and I flip it a gym. Can you smell what I'm cooking? It's rocking my kitchen. Work me a bitch, gotta wash my dishes. Push on the button, it's gon' start the ignition. Turn the eye to a veg, no squashes, you trippin'. Pop a pint of the walkie, I'm sippin'. Mason Big got the T.I. nickname the whole lip. Get rid of the weight, bitch, we liftin'. Got the gas, then send me a snippet. Before I buy, gotta see if it's pissing. Bitch, I'm still loaded, got cases that pending. And I'm rockin' design, I used to be dingy. Mine's Balenci. Hey, 7 grams on that corner, bitch, meet me on Tillman. Getting in the movies, I catch you up and I'm filming. I with your bitch, we chillin'. I said we spinning. B92, this a Hemi. Took her back home and I put out her in. She came with a knife, you would think you offensive. Get a 41, feel like dirt, no whiskey. Do you feel me? Hey, 7 grams on that corner, bitch, meet me on Tillman. Getting in the movies, I catch you up and I'm filming. I with your bitch, we chillin'. I said we spinning. B92, this a Hemi. Took her back home and I put out her in. She came with a knife, you would think you offensive. Get a 41, feel like dirt, no whiskey. Yeah, tryna fuck with you, know you a jerk, bitch. Hey, they get on that dick and you better slurp, bitch. Gang, I had some run for little perk. You don't say no. On the first, I get the like bitches the first, gang.
Hey, let this shit ride, Ty.
Let this shit ride. You know I ain't gonna let this shit slide. Let's go, let's go. Hey, I'm in this build your hoe. Let's go. Hey, they still having bread like Popeyes. But this time, young nigga smoking on still ain't right shit down, everything off the head, no cap, I ain't seen me a pin in a minute. No racks with my manager, back of the bed. Hey, brand new whip, can't lie, it's rented. I thought it was mine, how the bitch can't tell me. 5% can't see shit in it. I say my nigga ride with sniffs like Emmett. These niggas act gangsta, but really be timid. They be put on the front just to keep up an image. A bitch turn her head like Timmy. And I'm smoking on cookies, so I'm still designing head to my feet. Remember I was there, I'm strapping apart, I hope you don't touch me. Pull up out the car, hop out on clutch. Shit like crazy. Why you say that? Don't wanna spend they money, the shit getting crusty. My diamond war like Harriet Tubman. Put in the sky and stand in mud. Gotta get place on the seat. I be badly clubbing. If it catch a play, I should've tried out for rub. If she tell me she like me, then I know she love me. I got time to lay up, help me count up this money. You seen what I seen, you probably love me. And this shit that I'm rapping, I seen it a day. You can't take the street side, you can't take the hood from me. I just roll through that bitch with 2 Glocks in the hand. If I tell you what I do, probably think that I'm straight. Out of my clap jacket, it's finna get cold. I say these niggas push it, don't stick to the ice cream. Rocking these shows on the road. I'm DEA help when I'm having these hoes. Bitch, do what you say when you having these lows. Something you lame, I always telling her no. I hear like you having, but really be broke. These niggas be capping, ain't having no motion. They ran up a 50, you gotta be joking. If it ain't a hit me, it gotta be fun. We really got switches when we be out torn. Pull up and hit them, I got it corn. Them diamonds ain't hit them, ho, gotta be brown. Me and my son ballin', I feel like LeBron. My little partner, he ain't been home, he been on the road. And we used to hit licks to get us some fun. Hey, now I do shows and get out the peas. Big boss make her get on her knees. And that white you know, so you better not sneeze. They still having bread like Popeyes. But this time, young nigga smoking on still ain't right shit down, everything off the head, no cap, I ain't seen me a pin in a minute. No racks with my manager, back of the bed. Hey, brand new whip, can't lie, it's rented. They thought it was mine, how the bitch can't tell me. 5% can't see shit in it. Nigga, bitch. Let's go.
I'm the hard young nigga.
My whole take gon' ride.
This is how I feel.
Hey, on God.
You wanna get offended? Let's go.
Bitch ain't no kind of facade. Fuck the media in the crib, never said I was the hard. Start to pay me to rap, niggas, bitch, I'm an artist. Know some niggas in the face can't even finish what they start. Keep my mouth like a janitor, the shit like a toilet. My family, I feel New step good, Steve Harvey. Having juice on some drink like Dodge, I'm a tar. Having birds, got falcons, I fly them to Georgia. Hey, if she don't ask for shit, I'ma spoil on bitches. On my dick back then, ain't right back. Bitch, I'm the shit where the white fat. Hey, they about the shit that they taught, it's just tight back. I'll slap his ass, he ain't fight back. Hey, sip a good drink, big cup, shit gon' lean. Stay with my stick, never lonely. Hey, I catch her, I'll touch him up like a phone string. I fuck the bitch with my homies, gang. Hey, she don't average shit, take on the shopping spree. I don't play, gang, no monopoly. Hey, young black kid, but I still sell white shit. Ride with my dog like Mike Big. Hey, I ride my Glock like my license. I get the pack, beat it up, Mike Tyson. Hey, I'm the one, you number 2 like Lonzo. I keep a 9 like Rajon Rondo. They can't be around gun, they felonies. They got a thick white bitch named Melanie. Hey, her daddy the plug, he met me. I'm on the boat with the grounds, I'm selling it. Hey, I ain't got no ops, they irrelevant. Hey, if I do, they dead, I'm inhaling it. She give me good brain, bitch, intelligent. Too much bread, brain, too much jealousy. Too much bread, brain, too much hatred. In her homeland, wood like the Patriots. Throwing bullets better die like the Matrix. Hey, more bullets, more guns like Tracy. Hey, I'm in the air, catch a play like my first name. Quick as the op, he dead, wasted. Hey, walk on my sprinter, bitch, look like a gun star. Chopper kick shit, Taekwondo God. Hey, she don't average shit, take on the shopping spree. I don't play, gang, no monopoly. Hey, young black kid, but I still sell white shit. Ride with my dog like Mike Big. Hey, I ride my Glock like my license. I get the pack, beat it up, Mike Tyson. Hey, I'm the one, you number 2 like Lonzo. I keep a 9 like Rajon Rondo. Oh, God. I really do this shit. Let's go. In the booth with your hoe on God. Good. On some real shit, like,
That shit right,
I know I'm hard. I don't really give a fuck who say I'm not this or not that. I know what's going on. You do too, for real, for real.
Hey, so many money bring so many options. Riding the horse, I might big yeah, king of the hill, ho. I feel like Bobby. Got this shit off the floor like a dolly. She go up and down hydraulic. Put this shit in your face like a. She like how it smells. She like what I'm. Old school Chevy T-top. I'm rap nigga knowing I'm hard with the postman. Hey, hear that glass, you'll think that we ain't about money. It ain't no beef like get signed in the. Only time I be happy when I see the like, ooh, there go another box. It's time to get it out, trap going. My nigga doing real time, so I probably won't sight card on the way shit. So many rocks in a row, shit might break a. All the hoe you did this one. Fuck, who saying I'm that bitch? I'm they get the pack running like a touchdown. I say my nigga scoring, give a fuck with the bitch on. Freddy, bitch, I'm rocking. If the hoe bro put the bitch on, she say I ain't right, then the bitch wrong. How you a ball, but you ain't put your click on. Know you a pussy, bitch put your feel like a toddler. I got that shit on me, spinning the V-long ski. I'm my own matter, so you can't make me big bag.
比赛即将开始，请大家尽速入座，现场即将关场灯。那各位线人们晚安。我们今天指定区进场的赠品呢是应援长巾。现在马上把你的应援长巾拆开来，让我看看有谁有拿到。应该大家都有拿到了，因为我们今天是用送的。OK，Yes sir， 哎，很赞很赞。待会礼物好不好？先预约 ，OK， 好不好？来，我看一下，这边的长巾跟球衣也帮我球衣马上套上去。2场比赛我们送的是不同的球衣哦，你看多用心，是不是？2场比赛是不同的球衣，那长巾呢也会送给大家，所以大家现在马上拆开来，让我看看你们的长巾在哪里。所以哎，很多熟面孔哦，好不好？很棒，很棒，很棒！球衣马上套上去。我们今天要用一片黄海淹没拉拉山，好不好？可以的。好，在这边呢也跟各位复习一下，应该也不是说复习，跟大家熟悉一下，重新熟悉一下我们中信特工专属的跑篮仪式。待会呢。听到音乐，有我们专属跑篮仪式的音乐，跟着我，跟着 Thunder 的节拍，一起拍手，然后喊 DEA， 再拍手， 拍手 DEA。在我们球员跑篮的同时，最后会用一个大灌篮的这个状态结束这个跑篮仪式。等到灌篮灌下去了之后，来了，你灌一次 ，spin dunk， 尖叫声、噪音都吼出来，哇，好不好？先下来 ，OK。现在我们来彩排一次，来 DJ drop the beat， 拍手，拍手，拍手 ，DEA 一起，拍手，拍手，很好 ，DEA，OK， 在跑篮的，拍手，拍手 ，DEA， 好，准备灌篮，砰，啦，尖叫声就给他喊出来 ，OK。Game time, game day, game on. Bring the trophy back， 就是我们准备要把总冠军奖杯带回家，好不好？大家很棒，稍作休息一下，我们马上就要来进行我们的球赛啦。包装打开来，长巾摊开来，好，先放在你的大腿上也可以，好不好？待会这样 take 看红边，谢谢大家。
天降大人赐予我小菜大用，渺小的盆地有着伟大的梦想，四季朝闻不甘心这一生平庸，一层登峰劈裂山崩，谁管逆境困难重重，生在那个清晨天，心中的汗水流下生命，有一样梦想蜕变证明自己与众不同，千百闪电光40分钟看守万角度我阵痛，燃烧我的青春年华，天会累加上会结疤，梦烧尽都没空废话，绝杀就是我的回答。雨过天晴了，万物和平，精神有气爽，万籁无尽，四面望山怕胜不输赢，再大声唱一遍，想断了理智线。雨过天晴了，万物和平，精神有气爽，万籁无尽，愁容都剃光，胜不输赢，再大声唱一遍，想断了理智线。闪电红得快，中心特工不意外，有种放手来，轻碰触电你就拍。你我的间隔，天际地平线啊，闪电冲很快，含苞待放的未来，有种放手来，拦截几率不存在。你我的间隔，天际地平线啊，不能闪，不能躲，跑没有怎样？三分球认真投，送你家和西归。三分球认真投，盖不到就闭嘴。身高适中，有时当我0秒出手起飞，以往看不起我，现在看到一路心灰。闪电红得快，中心特工不意外，有种放手来，轻碰触电你就拍。你我的间隔，天际地平线啊，闪电冲很快，含苞待放的未来，有种放手来，拦截几率不存在。你我的间隔，天际地平线啊，我是伤痕没影响，我不怕痛。天降大人赐予我小菜大用，
好，请双方球员停止练习，请关场灯。
一层登峰劈裂山崩，谁管逆境困难重重，生在那个清晨天，心中的汗水流下生命，有一样梦想蜕变证明自己与众不同，千百闪电光40分钟看守万角度我阵痛，燃烧我的青春年华，天会累加上会结疤，梦烧尽都没空废话，绝杀就是我的回答。雨过天晴了，万物和平，精神有气爽。
Yes sir， 大家好，太嘎后，大家好 ，Hello everybody。相隔1天的时间，我们又再次在我们中信特工的主场新庄体育馆又再次见面了。 感谢今天所有线人们在下班、下课之后来到我们中信主场为我们特工加油应援。我们在前天的时候，也就是星期六，我们成功拿下冠军赛的1比0的好的头彩。今天是我们冠军战的第2战，我们一样当仁不让，要拿下2比0的绝对优势，来抢下这场胜利。 同时继续保持我们本季主场不败的这个记录。今天一样需要你们的声音、你们的小手手、你们的小脚脚，还有尖叫声，帮我们继续一起守护这一场胜利。我要看到每一条应援长巾都举高高，每一件我们送的这个球衣都穿在身上，很好。我们今天中信特工要在信中体育馆用一片黄海淹没对面的拉拉山，让他们的小小鸟都不敢飞过来。OK。Bring the trophy home， 手上的应援长巾、尖叫声、掌声，通通不要停。接下来，让我们欢迎 Passion Sister and Thunder。
准备正式开始，莫尔特里要来跟卡斯跳球了。
第1节比赛即将开始。
特工啊，今天穿的还是这一件比较特别的特制版球衣。
哇！掌声加尖叫，给我们超用心的 Passion Sisters and Thunder。接下来，请把目光移向上方的大荧幕。
季后赛可以说就是像是决赛，一个地方没有做好你就结束了那种，
没有明天这样子。
If you lose one game, you can change the rhythm.
更投入、更享受季后赛这个过程。
Go out there and play as hard as you can. Who knows where we will be, next year? Who knows where we will be in the morning?
很可惜啦，去年很多事情没有准备好，所以就止步在4强以外。
菜鸟球季的最后一场球赛嘛，心中还是有很多的不甘心的。
今年一定要把它完全的就是做好100%，
一定会竭尽所有的力量去达成我们最后的目标，抛下黄色的彩带。
A team that can be in a dynasty.
队史的首冠，
不想留下遗憾吧。
到岁月，然后得到冠军。
相信自己，相信团队。
The best club of the league.
Let's go get it done.
Dream on， 让我们再一起拿下冠军赛的第2场胜利。Bring the trophy home。首先让我们欢迎特工吉祥物Thunder进场。接下来借给我你们的声音，让我们欢迎新北中信特工球员进场。背号2号人中豪杰，特工控球精灵刘仁浩。背号3号特工防守大锁，齐天大圣林炳胜。背号6号黄金时代最佳控卫李学林。背号7号特工暖男新生代控球后卫魏家豪。背号12号中信龙王台湾阿龙谭杰龙。背号30号特工欧巴沉稳射手刘伟成。背号55号新北的国王特工尼克金啦金恩。背号76号特工大黄蜂新庄基地的首主攻顶哥曾文鼎。接下来介绍中信特工先发5人 Starting Five。背号0号本土第一人特工黑豹阿巴西。背号10号颜值担当首席射手谢亚轩。背号1号欧洲舰队能里能外艾德。背号9号特工禁区悍将 KK 克里斯。最后一位背号16号后场指挥官大三元制造机林伟汉。总教练李义华，助理教练莫米尔，球员发展教练许时清，体能教练傅建宏，防护主任及球队管理邱鼎俊，领队杨淑慧，总经理刘志威，董事长陈国恩。接下来为大家介绍来访的台南台钢猎鹰。背号3号古毛维嘉，背号9号吴彦和，背号18号吴宏兴，背号21号吕冠廷。 背号23号陈信环，背号29号韩杰玉，背号50号威勒斯，背号54号吴代豪，背号。接下来介绍台南台钢猎鹰先发5人，背号4号李汉生，背号13号德古拉，背号35号布鲁拉，背号2号简伟如，背号12号胡凯翔。董事张博生，总经理钱伟成，总教练刘梦竹，助理教练马怡红，球队总监吴志伟，请双方球员场中致意。
Good Monday evening to our viewers, fans, streamers, wherever you are, however you're streaming. You're tuned in to T1 League Basketball, where Game 2 of the finals between the Tainan TSG Ghosthawks and the new Taipei CTBC DEA. DEA being the dominant team all season long, with our South City team completely resetting their team from last season. Signed the league's biggest set of imports, along with snagging first draft pick Uma Weijia, potential Rookie of the Year for 2022-23 season. Game is about to start shortly, so stay tuned for our Mandarin listeners just tuning in. 中文粉丝欢迎你转到 T1 宇宙的英文转播。如果在 YouTube 上要听中文讲品牌呢，按照官方的连接就好了。We have already started on our pre-game festivities with our Passion Sisters on hand. DEA has a 20-game homestand winning streak, the longest winning streak for any T1 league, any T1 team, and in all of pro ball leagues here in Taiwan. You see on the screen right now the Game 1 stats lined up next to each other. Game ended last time 117-110. The DEA came out strong with field goal percentage 51%, even though Ghosthawks have comparable percentages to that. The DEA had an impressive 3-point percentage of 50% also. You see the assist numbers 37-27 thanks to their veteran Ling Wei Han, Defensive Player of the Year, as well as T1 defensive team. But you're going to see turnovers, and turnovers are going to be something that the Ghosthawks are going to look out for, and something to keep in mind is Robert Upshaw III is not in today's lineup. Instead, we're going to have Marcus Weathers as well as Bular on the lineup. So we're going to see that points per game average is going to take a slight dip, versus in the playoffs, the local players have stepped up a little bit from 46 points during the playoffs versus Game 1 last game, 54 points. So that's thanks to Lewis and Simon stepping up to Game 1.
So big Game 2 adjustment. Simbuar and 7-7 Sam with Marcus Weathers. We're going to see how they can do today, but I wouldn't sit Robert Upshaw III. Let's see how that works out for them today.
See on the screen here a couple of highlights. Ling Wei Han was so close to a triple-double the other night. 11 points, 12 assists, and 9 rebounds. Talking about it during the press conference, the veteran player said that, you know, personal accolades and personal records are great, but at the end of the day, I just want to win championship. This is, after all, his first ever time to play in the championships. He has plenty of years in SBL and as well as CBA, and his second year back in Taiwan to play professionally. He's never actually had experience in the championships. And on the screen we have Hu Kai-Xiang Simon, speaking of one of our local players contributing for the Ghosthawks. His 3-point percentage went up, shot up to 66% last night, making 6 of his 9 shots. Scored 20 points today. On our screen right now is our 11 sports broadcasters with play-by-play Zhang Zhenling, with head coach Songshan High School coach Huang Wanlong. On the English side, my name is Taylor Chen, clocking in again for the finals with my partner, Scott.
Here we go. And just to touch on what you said with Simon, he was one of the bright spots from game one, him being able to make some shots from downtown. They're going to need him to have another good game if they're going to get a split up here in Shinzwan during the final series here. If they can come away with one win up here in Shinzwan, I think that they've done quite well. Now, the DEA remain 20-0 in this building. They got their work cut out for them.
教练从上到下，大家的气氛都是蛮好的，就是已经保持就是备战的状态，然后教练也是一直鼓励我们，就是进攻啊、防守是做到最好，就是教练的策略，然后球员的鼓励，然后不要去责备对自己的队友，就是可能我们的进攻要比对方来得多，我们才有机会去赢他们，就是进攻次数要更多才有机会引导他们。然后我们的教练一直给我们信心，就是要尽量去攻击，他们才能抢篮板什么的。所以我们不进攻，他们也没得抢。对，教练的给我的设定就是有空档，或是即使不是空档，就是你要去寻找自己的机会，然后强力攻击这样。
So that was Simon on the pre-game interview talking about how Coach Liu Mengzu is emphasizing to him particularly that if you have a chance to make your shot, just shoot it. And you know what, he really did that, and he made those shots in. As he scored amongst the local players, the highest, scored 20 points, as well as, you know, just being on top of guarding the DEA players. And on the screen we have one of the standouts for the DEA is Zheng Wending Ading, aka the landlord. He also had a tremendous game last time.
He's Taiwan Mr. Basketball, Mr. Pony.
应该是说时间增加，应该是因为对手的阵型啊，因为毕竟大家都知道台南的优势就是禁区嘛，然后我们当然要准备很多的内线上去，因为可能会有犯规的问题、犯规的麻烦，所以说我觉得这个东西就是在防守上，我们必须教练在赛前交代就是说，让他们大个子远离篮筐，然后在进攻上当然是有快攻就多跑，然后再来就是拉开空间，大概就这几个东西而已吧。 今天3塔只放2塔，这2场都是这样子。那当然在速度上他们就会有所提升。那当然速度有所提升，就是为了准备我们的总篮快攻嘛。那不过对于我打内线来说，3塔少了1塔来说，可能同时2塔在场上的话，我的压力会小很多啦。因为毕竟只有一个大的在场上，我们的包夹轮转可以来得比较轻松。以外，有一个中锋会比较多去帮忙，比较不会有那么多的强烈的肢体接触。那他有更多的体能。 可以去在转换快攻上更多去做一个箭头的角色的转换，我觉得对我们是个好事。
Zheng Wending for the pre-game interview talking about how that there's slightly less pressure for him now that there isn't 3 bigs anymore, like we mentioned before. Abshaw is not in the game. I noticed that he's actually wearing a face mask, so he could have COVID. And the man of the hour, Dwight Howard, is here today.
Dwight David Howard II. We're going to have a chance to talk to him at the start of the third quarter, end of the second half.
Big credit to you, Scott, for reaching out, and you know he seemed
said it couldn't
excited.
Be done. People said it couldn't be done. Just try reaching out to the guy. He's human.
Yeah, and you know what? You seem to have gotten to his heart. So stay tuned for the third quarter as he'll be coming on to join us.
As he puts his bolt up, you got to go left hand low, Dwight. Go. He's got it left hand low.
Edward, get off your phone.
Sitting next to Commish, Edward Chang.
Oh, there you go.
There's our boss. There's the 2 reasons why we have a job right there. Dwight and Edward. Thanks you to the both.
Edward, previously the general manager for the DEA, so he's probably really familiar with that flash sign. And on the screen right now, we have a couple of old Ghosthawks players, William Artino, as well as his wife, Carissa, on screen, as well as Sophia Song. William Artino previously played for the Ghosthawks last season. Unfortunately, they landed short, ended up with 6 wins only, but he got the high accolade of rebound leader of the season. But again, back to the game on hand, Scott.
Tainan's going to be slow with their 2 big guys, getting slow down the floor, so the DEA is going to look to try and run and gun. Now, if Tainan can get their big guys down the floor and set up shop in the key, it's been successful, and it's what's gotten them to this point. I think they're going to be continuing that same look. Pound it into Sim and Sam down low, see if the DEA can match up with them. Now, one of the teams is going to have an X factor. If Tainan's going to win, one of these local guys is going to have to step up. Maybe a big game for Marcus Weathers. Last game was only a 7-point game, so you know what? It was a bit closer than I thought it was going to be.
Couple of other people on the screen. We got Anthony Bennett, fellow Canadian, on the screen.
First overall NBA draft pick. There's 2 of them in the house tonight. Unbelievable. Peak Taiwan basketball here.
And next to Upshaw's girlfriend was Tian Ha. We got a couple of Lioneers here. Their season just ended on Sunday. Unfortunately, they did not make it to the playoffs. Something that I do want to talk about, though, the Ghosthawks, they did lead the fast break points. So, you know, they're trying to step it up. They're changing it up themselves. 18 points as opposed to 9 points on the DEA side. So let's see what they're going to change up. We had Coach of the Year Lee Hua talk about it in the post-game press conference, saying that, you know, they were really impressed. It was a pretty good game, and they noticed that No Mo2 changed up some plays, including having Marcus Weathers on. But they were able to bounce back, and you know, a couple of players that stood out, like we mentioned before, was Ah-Ding, played 30 minutes, the most minutes since March. So you know, we don't typically see Ah-Ding playing a lot of minutes on the court, as well as Ling Wei Han, 39 minutes. He neared a triple-double. He said this is also the most he's played consistently in a while due to his knee injury. So folks, for those who don't know, he currently is suffering through a knee infusion. So these days he's taking some extra TLC care, getting in the hyaluronic shots in the knee. But on the screen here, we have our starting 5. We have Eason, Jian Wei-Ru, Lewis, Hu Kai-Xiang, Simon, Zagara, and as well as Sim Bular. And for the DEA side, we got Ling Wei Han. We have Eric Al-Bashir, Ed, and Christian Krajina on the starting 5. So Krajina also did a standout job, scoring 25 points, getting 14 rebounds for the DEA.
He was the man of the match last game. He got to press the button, which released the Game 1 winning banner. And looking up at the ceiling here, they cheekily have room for 4 of them. And I can see the second one there furled up, ready to be released. Let's see if the Tainan Ghosthawks can stop them from dropping down another banner today.
See on the screen our coaches in question.
There's Liu Mengzhu.
Very nice.
You
Well
like
done,
that?
Scott. That was great. I said it enough times. Hopefully you get it down at this
Coach Liu
point.
Mengzhu.
Okay, maybe the second time is not as good. He's helped his Jianxin Keda UVA team get to the championship 3 times. So this is his first time in his professional career to be leading a professional team into the championship. Say.
They got to re-jump it.
Yeah.
Almost looked like Zalonis stepped on his foot there. That was one of my tricks I did back in the day. You step on the guy's foot so he can't jump.
Oh, well, that's a tip for you future basketball players. If
you're ever jumping against a guy that's 7'7", you're going to have to step on his foot for leverage.
There you go. Here we go. We start off the game. Al-Bashir to KK at the top. DEA with the possession right now. Eric going in for 3. Eric was a little bit gun shy with a 3-point shooting on the last game. Didn't get any 3s the last time, even though the DEA 3-point percentage was at 50%, pretty high for their average. As Bular pushes through into the inside, and referees blow the whistle.
2 at the line for Buar. Strong take to start, pounding the ball down low. Take a look at that. Chris Krajina doing all he can. Science not on his side once again.
So something for our T1 viewers. Probably a good reason why we got a lot of Lioneers players today is actually Sim Bular was previously a Lioneer himself. He had a lot of accolades in the last season playing for the Lioneers. He got MVP of the month, T1 defensive player, as well as import of the year. So they're here. Season ended early, so they're coming here for support. Fortunately, couldn't get that second free throw shot in. Think that might potentially hurt today's game for the Ghosthawks. Bular is a little bit,
as mentioned before,
short-handed.
A little short-handed. That's a polite way to put it. He's a 1-for-2 guy if you're lucky.
Yes, that's correct. During the season, his free throw percentage is 54, 56%. Ling Wei Han passes it to Zalonis. Thought about making a 3, but 7'5" Sim is no match.
Short on that layup.
It's going to be foul call on Lewis.
Did get him slightly on the arm. Players don't normally airball layups.
Lewis was another highlight for...
Eric likes to take those free shots. Oh, he's going to step into it. I thought he liked to take it from deep. Eric, our most three-pointers made in a game in T1 at 10 in this building, and we got to see that this year.
Been a little bit quiet in today's game, like I meant, or in the last game, like I mentioned before. He only scored 2 points, only played 16 minutes. So again, it's the coach kind of switching it up. He's playing a little less than usual against the series with the Suns. Coach Lee basically emptied the bench, and every player had the opportunity to play. But championship, he's not going to let loose. It's going to be a Ghosthawks possession.
The DEA do get a lot of guys involved in the scoring. They do rotate quite a few players. Last game, I think almost everyone had a couple points. I think only Jonah Morrison didn't get on the score sheet last time.
Jonah Morrison, he came on, but only for 3 seconds as Jalones gets the ball out of bounds.
3 seconds, did get a shot up. Look at Zalonis. Fair amount of Tainan fans up there on the right.
Yeah, it's actually doubled since the last Friday, or Saturday, actually. And a one-hand slammer by Dagara. We got the red cones going crazy here at the stadium right now. Jalones at the wing. Bounce passes to Wei Han. That goes out of bounds. Loses a handle of the ball. Some miscommunication.
2 possessions for the Ghosthawks, 2 possessions in the paint, just like this one here.
Oh, you see Jagara just really pushing it up against KK. Chris has got a lot of work to do tonight.
Once he gets that ball above his nipples, it's over. Got to keep him, swipe him down low, try to keep him from catching the ball so close to the hoop.
Did you have to say nipples?
Or his chest area. Once he gets his ball above his chest area, he's so hard to defend.
Let's take a look at that. So he did see Wei Han, but Wei Han didn't get a good grip of that ball. And you see immediately just telling him to where to correct himself.
We got our first review of the day. Quite a few reviews in these games.
So it looks like it hit Wei Han on the right leg. So it's still going to be a Ghosthawks ball. Call was not overturned. Teams are still powwowing right now. And again, here we see Howard on the sidelines with Thunder. That's right. Oh, he's putting on a DEA jersey right now.
They're forcing him to put on a DEA jersey?
Listen, he's at DEA's home court. You got to respect him,
That's right. He was wearing an Upshaw jersey in Tainan Stadium a couple of weeks ago.
That's right. Hey, man, maybe he wants to come back. Maybe he's got to be on DEA's good side. Who knows? We start off again. Simon off to Eason. Up against Wei Han. There's a high screen on Simbular, and there he sees him going on the inside, but couldn't get him through. So Simon goes in for 3. Eason gets the ball back, finds Simbular, and for 2.
Good pass. Sim keeps the ball up high, finishes. Both these big guys shooting over 70% field goal percentage for this season.
Huh, I wonder why. As Bashir goes in for the top, and that's 3 for you guys, folks. Finally at 10 minutes, scores 5-4 as Easton thought about it for a second, passes it to Dagara. Dagara goes in, throws it for 2, but Wei Han gets the ball back. Passes it on to KK. Good footwork by the Croatian.
Great footwork by these European big men for the DEA.
A big difference between this season versus last. Last season, DEA signed mostly American players this season. Emphasis on the Eastern European bloc, including their assistant coach, Easton, going in for 3. Too much on the left. That's going to be DEA's ball.
Foul on the rebound on Sam Dagara. Looks like he had one hand on him. Let's see if they show that replay here. I'm going to show KK's layup. Good Euro step from the European.
Finger rolls it in. Very nice as DEA starts off once again. Al-Bashir also had a great performance the other night, scoring 21 points, 42 minutes. That's the most minutes that all the local players have played in the last game. Jalonis to KK. KK for three, and he makes it in. We don't usually see that. He's usually squared up. No one is guarding him. He takes his time, but at that
Very
moment,
selective he is on the three-point shot. Over 40% in these playoffs.
Eason lobs it over to Simon, and Simon goes in for two. Nice mid-range shot. Weihan to KK, and back to Al-Bashir. Al-Bashir beyond the arc goes in for three. Too much.
Where the Ghosthawks have to wait for the big guys to come down the floor.
Looks like with the two Giants, they're going back to their normal strategy. And Lewis for three at the wing. Too much torque into it.
A little early for another one, bites the dust, DEA.
Eric passes to KK. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. He's still at the top. He's going to hand it off to Al-Bashir. And the Al-Bashir hands it off to Jalonis. And Jalonis for a two-point mid-range. That's going to go around and out of the hoop. And Lewis goes for a coast-to-coast pass, but Degara manages to save it.
Are they going to call a foul on Degara there? Because that guy went flying.
No, they're going to call for an and one.
I don't think he made the basket. Did he make the basket?
He did make it.
He did make the basket. Yes. Oh my goodness, I was looking at the guy going flying. Let's take a look at that.
Take a look at that
So
again. The ball ricochets high up. Degara goes in. Oh my goodness. You see, you're going to see a lot of bodies flying tonight.
He wasn't set on that, so you're right, it wasn't a charge. It's just hard to see someone go flying and then get whistled for the foul.
KK coming off.
It was a good call by the referee.
The landlord and Eric are in the game.
See if Sam Degara can make it a one-point lead here early in the first quarter.
Makes it in. That's going to be three for Degara. Free throw percentage now at 69%. Jalonis to Weihan. Weihan goes for a three-point shot. Just off, like we mentioned before, our last game was a three-point competition between the two. DEA had a standout performance, though, taking it to the top at 50% for the three-point percentage. Simon loses a handle of the ball as a last-ditch effort goes for a shot. Weihan, coast-to-coast pass to Eric, bounce pass to Jalonis, and a double-hander slammer!
Double-handed slammer, I like that.
Eric drops a dime for the Lithuanian. Simon stuck by Al-Bashir. Passes on to Lewis. Tough defense as Degara goes in for two.
Kept the ball up high, finish up high.
He said if he sets his foot, you're close enough to the basket, and it's the surefire way to make two. Jalonis hands the ball off to Eric. And back to Jalonis. Jalonis goes through a spin cycle just off the rim. Eason quickly getting the ball back. No foul call by the referee. Lewis tried to go in for a three-point shot, but Weihan was too fast. Lots of contact, but no calls by the referee. DEA brings the ball back. Eric at the top of the key. Thought about it. Bounce pass to Acting. Double team by Simon, and Lewis finds Al-Bashir. No one paying attention. He lobbed it right in and made that big shot.
Was able to sneak behind the back of the zone on the Ghosthawks there.
I'd say Al-Bashir would be a top candidate for MVP of the playoffs, putting in the most consistent minutes out of all the local players, and 18 points per game is his average. Eason from the top goes in for three, and that goes around and out. You see all the players going back quickly, including Simbular. That ball rolls out of bounds. Misfire by Eric. It's going to be Ghosthawks possession. And just like that, 5.5 minutes to go. We got a TV timeout. Score is 13-12. DEA has a lead just by 1 point. We'll be right back.
是这样。哎呦，这一家有 baby 的，哎呦，还穿我们小号的球衣。来，我要看到你们的场景，举起来，一起用黄海淹没他们拉拉山，好不好？太棒了，太棒了！加好，球迷在哪里？好，全部举高，举高！嘿，我们齐天大圣的谢人球迷，对啊，我就是要看到这样子。太棒了，太棒了！
Welcome back. You are tuned into the final saga of the T1 universe. Tainan TSG Ghosthawks here at the CTBC DEA. See on the screen, Dwight Howard, of course, rocking the DEA jerseys. And we have the giveaway towels. It's a sea of yellow. What's a good metaphor for like a big thing of yellow?
Oh, the Sun Ocean? I don't know.
Sun Ocean?
Pretty quick on my feet. Sun Ocean is the best I can come up with.
You had a really good one with the Burgundy
Brigade. I had some time to think about that one. That wasn't on the spot. Also, free jerseys for people coming in again today.
There you go. Earlier on the screen, you just saw Ryan Marchard of the new Taipei Kings. You see him coming in to watch a couple of T1 games. Thanks for your support, Coach. We start off again. 13-12 is the score. DEA take the lead as Eason lobs it over to Simbular. Sees he was about to get double teamed, so Simon gets the ball for three, just off. The Bigs couldn't get a good grip of the ball. Lots of contact.
Lots of contact. Hit him in the face.
Jelonis.
They've elected to put Sim on the free throw line, I believe.
I think so.
Those big guys, very capable of getting all the offensive rebounds.
We got number 3, Limping Sun Nelson coming on.
Game 2, the Sim and Sam game with Upshaw watching from the side.
Eason coming back to the bench. Bular, this is his first one.
See if he can make his second one here. Uh-oh, that's not going to help him. It's not going to help me. It's not going to help anybody.
Gigs with roasted chicken?
Oh, boy.
The roasted chicken really does it. It's not the whirling gigs, it's the chicken.
I think that's a Sim upgrade. They put food on that one? Oh, my.
Let's see, what's the holdup right now? The referees are powwowing. Maybe a lane violation?
Simon looks adamant about something. Maybe they're trying to ice Sim here, give him some extra time to think about this free throw.
Listen,
like he needed to be any
colder. Is it really gonna make a difference? Come on, Scott.
It's cold enough in here with Sim on the free throw line as it is.
Hey, listen, you guys aren't seeing this, but Scott came in clutch today with a small heater. It is sitting under our desk, and oh my God, it is a game
It's freezing in here. We gotta have Dwight Howard sitting up here complaining about it being cold. I don't think so.
Listen, I'm not voting any MVP player. You're my MVP today, honestly.
There we go.
As Wesley Woodihau coming into the court. First appearance in the first quarter. Passes it to Nick King. Nick King in the game. With 6 seconds left to go, Al-Bashir from the top goes for 3. That rattles out. Bular snags it, and Marcus Weathers into the game, substituting out Dagara. See how Weathers performs in today's game. Guman Weijia also in the game. Wesley lobs it over to Sim Bular, and 4 against 1.
Fouled again. We're going to see Sim Bular at the foul line a lot here today.
You got to have a lot of patience. I mean, look at that. They got a couple of pins going down. It's a sacrifice that he's got to make as a 7 for 5, I guess.
He's got to make them pay by making free throws. Left that one short.
But
DJ plays the laugh track. Oh my.
But you know what? I mean, like we've mentioned, you and I always talk about, like if they have a strategy against Simbular, just foul against him, just smack him around, don't harm him or anything like that. But he's not gonna make a lot of his free throws, so. Don't
leave him short. Never had a chance to leave it short. Same with golf. Don't leave it short.
He just needs to take his time. I mean, yes, maybe it won't make a difference, but just take it easy, take your time. We start off again, 13-13. Nick King finds Al-Bashir, bounce passes. Lobs it to Ading. Ading for three. Swishes it in.
Three-pointer for the seasoned veteran.
Ooh. Buries in his first field goal today. That is seasonal veteran stuff, like you said, Scott. Ooh, heavy contact. But Guma Weijia finds Weathers for two.
And under from Weathers. Our first look at him. He's going to have to get aggressive today.
25-year-old had only played 4 games in the regular season. Came in March. Guma Weijia finds a dime in Lewis and lays it in for two.
An errant pass there.
Oh my goodness.
Comes up with it.
Guma Weijia tries to go in for two and gets another field goal in back-to-back within 5 seconds. Huge error made by the DEA.
Ghosthawks applying some pressure, paying off with some points.
Nick King finds Edgar Jalones for two. They recover back with another field goal.
Nick King, immediate impact every time he steps on the floor.
Guma Weijia up against Nelson, previous defensive player of the year, as Weathers gets an offensive foul.
Offensive on the post guy's ceiling, I believe.
Let's take a look at that replay. You see,
they got Wesley trying to seal there. Too aggressive.
Feels like a Lioneers game. I'm seeing a lot of ex-Lioneers, current Lioneers together. Wesley also a Hsinchu Lioneers player. People joke online that Tainan Ghosthawks is the second/T1 It's going to be MC said so. Foul on Wesley. DEA's possession now. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left on the clock. KK off the side pass to Eric. Eric finds Ading. Now to King. And King pump fakes, goes in for a mid-range shot. Nothing but net right there.
Good pull up from Nick King.
Guma Weijia slowly going to the paint as he tries to muster enough strength to get two, and that's a foul call on Eric. He'll have an opportunity at the free throw line. See that replay right here. Got faked out by Gumao. Using himself to get another foul. Oh, his first foul tonight. Gumao Weijia at the line right now.
That ball hits him in the nose before he shoots. Oh my.
If I had to guess, Scott, the biggest thing that's hurting them so far, or one thing we're going to talk about later, is how there's a lot of room for improvement for the free throws tonight.
I think you might be right. Simbuar is a liability out there.
It's contagious, I'm telling you. He musters up enough to get the second one in. Zewanding putting in more minutes already in the first quarter. In the regular season, we don't see him putting in consistent minutes. So again, they're using his longtime experience, SBL, CBA, Plus League, to help and support the DEA. So we got some subs coming in.
Leo Mongzu is calling for a replay on that out of bounds.
Correct.
And I think they're going to find out that Eric did dribble that directly off his leg. As we have our second review today.
Take a look at that replay.
He just read it off the shin. But sometimes you get going a little too fast. Swipe down, but then he got it off his. Ooh, that angle's not going to show it to us.
I think you might be right. It hit his shin, but
good swipe down by Gumao. Quick hands.
Let's take a look at another angle. I don't know if that one would be any better. Gumao swiping the ball.
Hit his right leg from what I can see there.
Might be the only angle that we would be getting.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at it once again. Yep, it hits him in the left shin.
No, I'm going to go right shin. That's his right knee. We're opposite side of him. We're rights and lefts aren't very good. It's his right leg right there.
I'm directionally challenged also, so.
See what the referees come up with here. See if they agree with me. Ghosthawks basketball.
That's right. 2 minutes left on the clock.
Tie game. Ghosthawks double big look is working out so far.
See, number 23, Ahwan is in the game also. Weathers to Dagara. Dagara to Gumaweja. Gumaweja beyond the arc.
Butter from the chin for Gumao. Here we go.
If you got a funny form, but you're getting your shots in, listen, just keep doing what you got to do. KK
wide
squares
open.
up for three. That rattles out, unusual for him. But Weathers brings it back to the Ghosthawks side. And Gumaweja lobs it out to Ahwan. And Ahwan to Wesley. Wesley, no one to look to, finds Weathers at the wing. High ricochet, Wesley gets the ball back. And Ahwan, with 11 seconds left, Gumao is at the top. There's a high screen from Dagara, and Weathers goes to the inside, comes in for two.
I thought Weathers was going to go up high there and give us a showtime dunk. Going to get two at the free throw line.
I was hoping for that also, but maybe we got to wait for it.
We haven't seen much of Weathers.
Saving it.
We haven't seen much of him. Saving it. Going to get free throws. Hopefully he can make them.
He almost went horizontal in that instant. See him at the free throw line. That's 2 fouls on King already.
Marcus Weathers, another one of these confusing universities. Played for the Miami Redhawks in Ohio.
Ohio.
Miami, Ohio, that's correct.
What?
I'm not sure if there's a beach there.
Why are all these states trying to be another state? We got another guy who is from...
I think it's only the north trying to be the south. I don't think there's a North Dakota, Los Angeles, or California.
No. It sounds like the East Coast trying to be West Coast is what I'm saying.
All right.
But I'm biased. I'm from the West Coast. As King, pump face, goes for three. Way too short. Tries to get three at 8 seconds on the shot clock. Gumaweja stopped by Nelson at the top. Finds Ahwan. And from beyond the arc, once again for three. That bounces high off, but KK manages to get the ball back. Quarter's about to end, but looks like the pace is still going really quick right now between the two teams.
Ghosthawks managing to keep the DEA to 20 points so far.
Oh my goodness, and Eric finishes off.
Low scoring event so far, lots of defense. DEA having to work a little bit harder today for the shots they normally make.
Fantastic finish for the 24-year-old.
Nice move. A little bit of English on the ball.
Now it's his chance at the free throw line. Go, that's 3 points for Eric. So Eric is logging in 25 minutes in the playoffs overall. The 3-point percentage is still pretty good, even though it took a slight dip in the last game, 47%.
He's a 12-point per game guy during the regular season. What do you got out of him in the playoffs? Is he doing better?
Playoffs, he's making 10 points per game.
Okay.
22 seconds left on the clock. Gumao is telling his players to slow it down. Clock is running out. They got the lead by 2 points, so 9 seconds left. He passes it on to Al-Bashir. Al-Bashir going to lay it in for himself, but makes it off. Couldn't get it in. Lewis, outlook pass to Gumaweja. 3 points for Gumaweja!
I think he didn't call bank, but we're going to give it to him anyways.
Oh my goodness. It's a Monday night, but the bank is still open for Shinkwon Stadium.
Good way to end the first quarter for the Ghosthawks. And you take a look at the Ghosthawks fans here, fired up. Way to show up on a Monday from Tainan.
对，很棒。有的时候会逆风，有的时候顺风，最重要的时候就是逆风有你我的陪伴跟支持，有各位现人球迷的应援，让我们挺过去。今天 我们可以的，好不好？来，像我们的巴西还有亚轩一样，哎，对了，就是你们两个，球杆呢，哎，很好很好。导播切慢一点，慢一点哦，让他们有时间秀一下，耶，哎，算是多功能的应援场景哦。来，手搭手肩，搭肩一下，我看一下，弟弟跟你的兄弟，跟你的爸爸搭肩一下，对。哈哈哈，弟弟你的手也要搭爸爸的肩啊，可不可以？很棒很棒，耶！来，跟你的 partner 一起来这里一区的小姐姐、小美女们，哈哈哈，可以。让我看到你们妈妈搭肩，很棒，哈哈，好不好？我们谢人都是我们中信非努力啊！太棒了，太棒了！哎，伯伯 ，Hello， 欢迎你们来，照到你们了。哎，对对哦，很甜哦，很甜哦。哎，这个是我们哎教练 ，OK，Mr. Dwight Howard。
Welcome back to the T1 universe. Here's Superman once again next to Edward. Got the fan camera going on right now with the DEA towel giveaways.
Good first quarter for Gumao, possible Rookie of the Year, 6th Man of the Year, 9 points to start. And the Ghosthawks are shooting a blazing 72% from the field right now. Not too shabby for the DEA at 66%. Seeing lots of offense, lots of defense, and
lots of fouls that the DEA players are making because of Simbular on the court. Like we mentioned before, the strategy just to foul him and just give him a hack because he's only going to make probably 50% of his free throws. We start off again. Weathers bounce passes to a newcomer for the Ghosthawks.
Number
here.
18, I've never seen number 18. I got to go to my sheet here.
Oh my goodness,
it's a race. Who's number 18? Number 18 is
Wu Hongxing.
Wu Hongxing. He averages 1 point a game, 4 minutes. Welcome to T1 Universe.
Ball rattles out, nearly goes out of bounds. Jalones saves it. Nelson to King. King goes into the paint. Finds Jalones, and Jalones for two. High ricochet, but Optic coming back in to rescue. The play gets 2 in. Again, Optic's just coming in clutch for the playoffs. Eric going in for an air ball.
Jalones steps into that jumper. Gets his own rebound.
Helping himself there. 30-27 is the score. As I'm still pulling up information on our newcomer. Wu Hongxing hands it off to Lewis. Finds Weathers at the top. Weathers punches it for 3, just off. Full court press on Hongxing.
Too easy.
The 33-year-old center for the Ghosthawks.
Good pull. Number 18, welcome. Game 2, finals. I've never seen him before.
That's right. This is his first time that we've seen him in the playoffs, period.
Here he is.
Wu Hongxing from the top goes in. That rattles out. And Simbular coming in for an and one.
Nice soft rebound from Wu Hongxing on his first shot, giving Sim a bucket.
Take a look at that replay. No look pass by Nick King. And Simbular getting an and one.
Doing what he does best, scoring the ball from 2 feet away from the hoop.
It's going to be a foul for Nelson. Another thing about Wu Hongxing, has the most SBL championships, something that people may not know. He has garnered 6.
There you go.
So,
deep dive SBL trivia for your trivia nights.
Some homework that I did, and squares up, but goes into the paint, finds Jalones once again. Bular getting a foul in that moment.
Ading passed up the 3 there, found Jalones, and then Sim just kind of fell into him there. Gonna put Jalones on the free throw line. Take a look at Sim here.
Bular's first foul today. Hopefully Liu Mengzu will pace out his minutes. He's got a lot of work cut out for him. This is only the beginning of the second quarter. He's looking already a little winded. Jalonis trying to round up to 10. Rattles out, oh my goodness. What am I gonna say? Free throw problems?
They're not free.
No, they're really not. They're called it's called a charity stripe for a reason. Gumal hands it off to Weathers. Weathers once at the top. Goes into the paint, goes in for two himself.
Good aggressive take from Marcus Weathers.
Referee blows the whistle on Jalonis. Let's take a look, see what happened.
Lots of contact, wasn't set.
Kind of threw in a shoulder a little bit. His first foul for Jalonis. Weathers is currently the youngest import player amongst all the import players for T1. Typically, we don't see a lot of players in their early 20s, mid 20s. As soon as they graduate from college, they're usually going to go towards either NBA or somewhere in Europe. So hopefully, we'll see the trend uptick with more younger players in T1. DEA coming in with sub. Al-Bashir coming in for Nelson.
Nick King and Abbasi on the floor together is a good 1-2 punch to DEA. Look for them to get the offense started.
Yeah, now something different today. Opting handled the ball to the DEA side, and Bashir for a mid-range shot just swoops it in.
Right on cue, Al-Bashir, Taiwan's finest basketball player.
Players got to be watching out for Opting also. Weathers going into the paint. Not the best technique, but he's going to try to make as many shots in as possible, it seems like. Eric lobs it, tries to find Bashir, goes way out of bounds. It's going to be something that Li Hua is going to talk about in halftime. Too many turnovers on the DEA side.
They want to move the ball quickly, but they want to move the ball quickly and under control.
That's right. We mentioned before, we usually see Li Hua pretty smiley, but I don't really want to see him yelling. Start off once again. Weathers to Bular. Lasers it out to Gumawecha. Gumawecha cutting through the paint. It's going to be Ghosthawks ball. Maybe some flopping?
No. Flailing, maybe.
Flailing? We start again at the baseline. Reset the clock to 14 seconds. Again, triple teaming against Bular. Referee's still not going to make that call. And Jalonis charges up against Alex, just getting subbed in. Nick King comes in for two. And Ghosthawks quickly going back to offense. Bular looking pretty frustrated, goes back to offense slowly. 29, Alex of the Ghosthawks is in for the first time in this game. Simon back in also. And Simon to Bular, double teamed by Ating and Ed. Foul on Ed.
Referee blows the whistle that time. This defense of fouling Sim Bular and putting him on the line, it's gonna be a long day. Take a look at that. No call, a lot of contact. No block, no charge. Keep playing here in the T1 League.
Probably a lot more physical than some new import players coming in realize.
Toronto native makes the first one.
Got 8.2 for two, baby.
Go.
Got subs in immediately. Degar for Bular, KK and Weihan for Ed and Eric.
Seems like, come on, coach, I just made 2 in a row. I get a sub?
On.
My goodness.
I'm on a hot streak right now, people.
Don't cool him down. Anyways, back to the game
cool.
here.
That's Bush League. Bounce pass to KK at the top. So some scuffling at the wing. Bashir with the ball. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Seeing he's double teamed. King has the ball now. Tries to go into the paint for a last-ditch effort for two, and it's pure.
Tough shot from Nick King there. Double pump, double clutch, nothing but net.
Weathers quickly going back in to get 2, and that's a foul on King.
Weathers getting down the floor in a hurry there before the DEA had a chance to set up on defense. Take a look at that. Up. Yikes.
Yeah.
Tough. Degree of difficulty very high.
Yeah. You don't see it on the replay, but like as soon as he makes that field goal, Ghosthawks immediately go back. So really, really trying to emulate the DEA in today's game.
It's going to put Nick King, their top scorer, on the bench here for a breather.
Just like that, Ed and Eric coming back in. See on the screen earlier, we got Kaspars Bergins on the side. Don't really see him too much in the playoffs. I've yet to see him against in the finals.
And Marcus Weathers, got a twin brother named Michael Weathers.
Oh.
Roland Park, Kansas native.
Plays basketball too?
Yes, they both played together actually for SMU, St. Mary's University Mustangs, in their last year.
Imported trivia.
Yeah, those are good ones. Good tidbits there.
37-36 is the score. Wayhan goes around Easton, bounce passes to KK, and it's good for an and 1.
Friendly bounce for the European.
That rattles in.
Nice touch.
The whole stadium heard that ball rattle in.
Good pass from Wayhan.
Got the assist leader of the league right there. It's a tight game so far, but we'll see if both teams will make some kind of adjustments. Eason passes it to Alex. Alex beyond the arc for 3. Hits the bank, but Weathers comes back and gets 2 in.
Good offensive rebound put back for Marcus Weathers.
Oh, tries to bounce pass to Edgar Jalonis, but loses it. Simon gets the ball back. Degara rushing back into offense in the key. I was counting to 3 seconds. He manages to get 2 in.
Just barely got that off before the referee blew the whistle for 3 seconds.
KK hands the ball off to Eric. Now to Wayhan. KK up against Simon. Some mismatch right here. Puts him in the cycle for 2.
Sweet footwork and even sweeter finish from Chris Krajina.
Simon quickly for 3.
Ooh.
Comes back.
Ghosthawks beating them down the floor on offense.
That's nasty. Simon logging in 5 points so far. KK up against Alex. And Jalonis passes it to KK. Double team. Goes in for 2. Had a little bit too short. Easton brings the ball back. You see this five players on the court a lot faster. Weathers for 3, just short.
Battling inside.
Lot of contact, a lot of movement right there. DEA gets the ball back.
Somehow DEA comes up with that rebound.
A lot of scuffling there behind the back pass to Jalonis. Now to Al-Bashir up against Simon. Now to KK and Eric with 9 seconds left to go.
Illegal screen. Called out on Sam Degara.
Called on Alex.
Alex.
Foul on Alex.
The referee, we got a replay of that. Must have been off the ball.
It's going to be a TV timeout now. 5 minutes, 45 seconds left. Still a tight game.
Hey, down by 3 in their home gym. We don't see this very often.
Stay tuned for more T1 basketball.
I dare you. Let go. Let go. Let go.
掌声加尖叫给我们的 Passion Sisters。
视线开始侧斜，到底是我错觉，还是整台车真的翻身？切换跑道
Game 2 of the finals between the Tainan TSG Ghosthawks and the New Taipei CTBC DEA. Score is 44-41. Ghosthawks have that small lead, but it's been kind of going back and forth so far in this game.
Stats are tight. The Ghosthawks have 9 points off turnovers, mind you, with the DEA having none.
Al-Bashir stuck at the wing, passes it to Wei Han. With 6 seconds left, counting down. Wei Han finds KK. He waits for Marcus and air balls it. Buzzer beater goes off. Simon gets the ball back to Ghosthawks. Eason bounce pass to Weathers. Weathers up against Al-Bashir.
Nice take.
Goes in for 2.
Okay, Marcus Weathers. Game 2, Marcus Weathers is here to play. Haven't seen too many people take a bossy off the dribble like that before.
KK hands it off to Wei Han. Wei Han for 3, and it's pure once again.
Butter. No rims, butter. Gotta be no rim. That one was butter.
Nasty. Some crossover, passes it to Alex. Alex and Marcus. Marcus answers back just short of a 3-point shot. Jalona's quickly going back into offense and lays it in with a soft finger roll. Another assist for Wei Han. Pace is currently on the DEA side as Alex goes in for 3 and answers off.
A little butter for Alex from the baseline.
Goodness, everybody wants a piece of that pie, and Eric from the left-hand side switches it in for another 3.
We're gonna need more toast for all this butter.
We got back-to-back 3-pointers, folks. 49 all to score. Outlook pass to Alex. Alex finds space in the paint and goes in for a hook shot. Tagar tries to save it. Wei Han, no look pass out to Al-Bashir, and Al-Bashir Gadiaga goes in for 2. Like I said, pace is on the DEA side, and just like that, Liu Mengzu calls for a timeout. Good timing, much needed right now to slow things down.
Good timeout call by Liu Mengzu there. Things were getting a little bit too quick in the other team's favor. Veteran call from Liu Mengzu on the timeout.
There you go. Just needed to fix it up a little bit. 51-49. Let's take a look at that again. Welcome back. Before the timeout, on the screen we have Coach Caminos of the Taoren Puren Pilots. His team is currently in the playoffs. Plus League is about to start playoffs. They'll be playing against the Fubong Braves. If you missed the last 30 seconds to 40 seconds on a potty break, you certainly missed out a lot.
Quick pace now, favoring the DEA. See if they keep this momentum going.
Starting off with a full court press. Alex passes it to Eason. Just shy of 4 minutes left on the clock. And Eason passes it to Alex. Alex going in for 2, lays it in. DEA, no match for Alex in that moment.
Tie game.
Wei Han, no look pass to Jalones. Jalones at the top for another three.
European big guys that can shoot threes. Nothing new.
This just be cashing in three-pointers today. Ethan, to Degara. And lobs it to Sim Bular. And Sim Bular pushes up against Adeng for a chance at the free throw line for two.
That double big look is so hard to defend. They're gonna go with the foul each time, it looks like. So Lonis' triple, almost butter, did graze the rim. Can't be pulled butter unless it's all net. Adeng wanted to travel there. Sim, there we go.
King already with 3 fouls.
This is gonna be a totally different basketball game if Sim Bular can make his free throws.
It could. Any point counts, and Sim Bular certainly does tonight.
Okay. Oh.
Rattles out.
Looked good though. Both those free throws looked pretty good.
Ding on to Wei Han. And he goes into the paint, passes it to Nick King. Nick King at the wing for 3. Goes out, Degara. Snags it to Eason. Eason to Simon. And Simon hesitates for a second and finds Adeng. And Nick King up against Simon. Goes in for a finger roll in. Gets a chance at the charity stripe. Big error on Simon in that moment. And a foul called on him.
2 at the line for Nick King.
He sees Bular, but
Adeng fronts the post. Couldn't get the ball high enough for Sim, leading to this fast break.
Too rash of a decision, ending up fouling on King. Gets in his first shot. Between the 3 imports of the Ghosthawks, Degara actually has the most points per game against the DEA. 23, Upshaw with 18, Bular with 17. We start out 2.5 minutes left. Have yet to see Puma Weijia, and that's a travel violation on Eason.
Turnover. Yep.
Ooh, lost balance there.
Picked up his pivot foot before he made the pass.
Good defense by Wei Han and Zoe Ding.
Adeng gets away with his own travel? No, he didn't get away with that one.
No, sir.
Right in front of the referee.
Listen, the referee was right there. They're not gonna miss that.
I am far away from him, and I saw that from up here. 1, 2, and then
no, you can't
do that. That's a step back.
This little piggy went to the market. Simon lobs it out to Sim Bular. Finds Alex. Alex from the right side. Degara saves it up against Jalones, pushes through and locked into.
In the post when he has that ball above his shoulders.
Wei Han
thought about
going in beyond the arc for 3. And
way out there.
Sim Bular clears it back to Eason. Simon up against Al-Bashir. Once again, Sim Bular with the ball. Again, tries to find Bular. Foul on Wei Han.
Wei Han coming over from the weak side to help on Sim Bular. Picks up the foul.
Zoe Ding before the game mentioning that there's less pressure on him to guard 3 bigs, but looks like today he's absolutely laser focused on going up against Bular.
There we go.
Goes in for the first one. Got the Ghosthawks fans, their red cones going off.
Not a flattering angle on his shot when they show up from behind the rim, and by flattering I mean his shot is quite flat. Let's take a look at this. There we go.
2 for 2. There you go. Got substitutions for DEA. Jalones coming out. KK comes back in. As we're winding down the second quarter. Bounce pass to Ating. Back to Weihan. Weihan to Kang. Kang loses the ball a bit. Al-Bashir for three. Can't cash in 3 points that time. Scared Simbular for a second, getting that ball. Easton directing traffic right now.
Into the post.
And passes it to Dagara, and King nearly steals it. And a football pass to Simon.
Oh.
And again, another turnover by Simon.
Possibly forcing it into the big man before he had a chance. Got to get a better angle on that pass, Simon. Or maybe a little more touch. As you see Dagara rifle it out there.
Way off. 43 seconds. AK looking out for his teammates. Hands it off to Weihan. And Weihan, no look pass out to Zoendeng. Zoendeng couldn't be stopped by Simbular. Weihan gets the ball back, recovers, and Al-Bashir goes in for three and catches it in. 20 seconds left. Let's see the final possession of the Ghosthawks, their last moves. Running the clock, Simon up against Defensive Player of the Year. Goes for a spin for a mid-range shot for...
Nice bank from Simon. Great first half by the Ghosthawks. We have ourselves a basketball game. I don't know how many times the DEA have been down at half, but this is it. This is the first time I've seen it.
Score is 58-57, only a 1 point difference right now. Absence of upshot. Welcome back to T1 Universe. We got a special guest coming in here today right now. Score is currently 58-57 right now on the screen as our Chinese broadcasters. It's a close game right now. Got a special guest like we mentioned before. Dwight Howard is here with us today. Big ups to Scott for making this happen. And you know what? Before he comes onto the broadcast, I want to say a big shout out to him. He is the reason why I am here on the broadcast today. I was just telling everybody, Scott, that it's because of him that we are here on the broadcast right now and we have the jobs that we have. So just a quick little props to him before we quickly talk about the game.
As we wait for him to talk to the fans behind us, I'm going to introduce you guys. Now, Ladies and gentlemen, let me get him put his headphones on. Now, this is my Chinese. Ladies and gentlemen, Daja Hao, let me introduce to you 2004 Naismith Award winner for Best High School Player in the USA, the #1 overall pick in the 2004 NBA Draft, 8-time All-Star, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, NBA champion, and most recently, T1 League Player of the Year, and the reason why Taylor Chen and I have jobs. Big respect, my man. Big respect. Now, Taylor's gonna ask you a question. We're not gonna bombard you with questions. Real lovey, man. First of all, again, thank you for coming to Taiwan and putting us on the map in terms of a place where people can land and play basketball, and it's nothing but love from us.
Absolutely, yeah, huge credit to you. I mean, you were the reason why we started this, so big props. And, you know, we're just gonna ask you a bunch of questions, and we wanted to know, like, you know, when you signed with the Taiwan Leopards, what did you know anything about Taiwanese basketball? Like, what were your preconceived notions about Taiwan in general, I guess, also?
Well, I had been to Taiwan probably about 18 years ago.
Damn.
So it was a long time ago. When I came here, it was the scooters was all over the place. That's what I remember, the scooters and just how nice the people was. And I was like, man, if I get a chance to come back, I really want to come back and teach basketball and just see the fans again. And then there was an opportunity to come back and play Italian. And I was like, man, you know what? I played in the NBA my whole life.
You sure did.
Never lived abroad. I've never played in another country. I was like, you know what? Let me just get outside the box and see what it's like to play in Taiwan. And I had a great experience. I know our team did not succeed like we wanted to, but just to come here.
It was more than basketball, dude. This league was kind of dying, and then you came here and revived things. I had never been to a professional basketball game in Taiwan until this year.
Oh, wow.
And that's saying a lot. Now, I love basketball, but the SBL just wasn't doing it for me. So you've lit a fire in Taiwan for basketball, and I hope this fire keeps burning, dude.
Me too, man. It means a lot to see all the fans come out and enjoy the games, and see the atmosphere. Even the All-Star game that we had this year was such a blessing, you know. To get everybody in Taiwan to come out, man. Everywhere I've been, there's been so much love from the fans. I walk down the street and people stop their cars and they stop their scooters and they giving me high fives and taking pictures. So it's like, man, this is an amazing.
You get used to this, right?
It's an amazing feeling, you know. So, you know, I don't take anything for granted. Every moment is very special to me. And this moment here in Taiwan with tons of fans, you know, has been amazing.
Well, I wanted to ask you, so, you know, there's a big difference, because you were here for the NBA camps or the Nike camps, so there's a big difference between, you know, just being here to visit versus actually playing here.
Yes.
So I want to know, like, the difference, like, of your experience.
Man, it was, I've never experienced this before. So I'm used to, like, you know, flying into a city the night before the game, going out to eat with your team, and you know, it's a whole different vibe. I'm here in Taiwan, and we're not flying anymore. We're driving to different cities, you know, and it's just totally different on that aspect. But just the basketball itself, man, for me, it's just brought so much joy playing this year. The fans is like Red Bull, and I feel like they gave me wings. I felt like
Dude, you gave me wings. You gave everybody wings, man.
You don't need wings. You're Superman. What are you talking about?
Yes, I do. The fans was like a breath of fresh air. It was so pleasant just to play here.
Yeah.
Every game, even the away games, was just so much fun. You know, usually people love playing at home, like in front of the home crowd. It seemed like every game was like my home crowd.
Definitely.
And it wasn't like because they were cheering just for our team, but it was just like playing in front of the Taiwanese fans. It was like being at home.
Presence was felt. Every gym you walked into, presence was felt.
It was just so much positive energy anywhere that you're coming. We got 8 seconds coming up right now to actually start off the game. But,
the game? What game? We got future Hall of Famer Dwight Howard sitting down with us. Let's take a break here from the game.
T1 broadcast. We are back here once again with Dwight Howard. Score is 58-57. Yeah, we do have a game going on right now. Just a quick recap before we go back to the before we go back to our chat. And currently, field goal percentage is on DEA side. I think is doing a stand-up job, usually playing more. But going back to Dwight Howard right now, Scott has a couple of...
I got some good questions, you know, like questions that people in Taiwan want to hear. First of all, Dwight, you're putting a team together. You're on the starting 5. I want you to put 4 Taiwanese guys around you. Who you putting on your team?
Okay, got to start with Bachi.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's got to be on the team.
He's on my team.
He's like one of my favorite players here. I'm not great with all the names.
I'll tell you, man. We got Little Race Car Wayne for the Hero Bears. Who you got?
I got Kevin Hu.
Yep, Kevin Hu.
Dragon Cat, we call him.
Dragon Cat.
I'm going to get him because I like his toughness and how he passes the ball and, you know, just how he plays the game.
No doubt.
And then the Hero Bears, they have a shooter. I always get...
Is it Kiwi?
75.
75.
75 Kiwi, yeah.
Yes.
Kiwi.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, baseline.
So,
he lives on the baseline.
I have to have him on the team, so that's 3.
Okay.
Woo! And then...
Come on, man. Little Race Car Wayne, 14 for the Hero Bears?
Oh, yes.
Come on, man. That guy's got some handles.
He got handles.
Okay.
He got handles. He's fast. He can shoot. Man, there's so many guys. Yes. Yep. So I want to have him. And then I got to go with a big man. I'm going to go with our guy from the DEA.
Ding. Ponytail.
Yeah, with the ponytail.
Mr. Basketball, Taiwan Mr. Basketball. He's been playing basketball since you were here 18 years ago professionally.
You probably
He's been playing for that long. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, long time. He's been rocking that ponytail the whole time.
And they love him out here. So,
lots of love for the ponytail.
Yeah.
Absolute legend, played or has gotten 6 championships throughout all 3 leagues here, which, by the way, did you know we have 3 basketball leagues here?
Yes, the SPL, the P League, and the T1 League,
We saw you make an appearance at a couple of Plus League games. How was that reconnecting with Jeremy?
It was great to see Jeremy, you know. Me and Jeremy played together a long time ago, seemed like. I remember coming to Taiwan, and the NBA was telling me about a young guy named Jeremy Lin who had the possibility of going to the NBA. And they said I was going to be seeing him very soon in professional basketball. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. A couple years later, he's my teammate. So I'm like, wow, this is amazing. We're teammates. This is just after the insanity just went insane.
Dude from Harvard.
And yes, he's just, what he's done for Taiwanese basketball and the culture. And also just in general for basketball, like he had a stretch where everybody was going crazy over him.
Insanity.
And I was just very happy for him, his work ethic, his talent, you know, the way he treats his teammates has been so great. And I'm glad to see him thriving and succeeding here in Taiwan.
I put his impact on basketball and your impact on basketball. I give you the slighter edge. Now, he might have inflected children that wanted to grow up and now play basketball, but you've affected everybody, adults, children alike, coming into ball. I'll tell you right now.
Oh my God, it was like a big bang when you and Jeremy came into town, and it must be crazy to like see him again in Taiwan.
It does.
10 years later.
It just seeing him again, seeing him play, seeing his mom, seeing the crowd going crazy. The game was insane, and he was just going nuts. I'm like, man, this is the Jeremy I remember. So I'm just so happy for him, and again, just happy for Taiwan. Like this is so great to be here.
Definitely. Now, was there any? I got a couple more questions, couple more ball questions. You know, was there any T1 League players that gave you problems defensively? Like one guy you didn't want to go up against? Was there anyone where you're like,
I love the challenge. I like playing against everybody. Everybody was so much fun because it was like so many different schemes and methods that the teams were using to beat us. And I would say playing against the Ghosthawks, they have 3 7-footers.
Yes, they got the tallest person on the planet, and they got Sim.
Tower of Terror is over
I never
there.
saw you look small before on tape,
oh my God.
You do look a little petite.
I'm looking at the guys like this is, they're not even human, you know, and it was just so crazy playing against them. So I would say the Ghosthawks playing against the Giants. I like writing a lot of notes in my phone. And one of the notes I had that I studied all year was how to beat the Giants.
How to make them catch the ball away from the hoop.
And like, what can we do to get these guys?
Going on.
Yeah, man, it was so crazy.
Who'd have thought you'd have to fly 6,000 miles all the way to Taiwan to find these 7-foot giants? I mean, you wouldn't see these people in the NBA.
It's like rare. It's like a rarity to have these big guys, and then they're
Right.
on the same exact team. So it's so great, though.
How is it getting to acclimate? Again, we kind of talked about Taiwanese basketball versus NBA. I mean, the pace is a lot faster. Like, how were you able to just get a hang of it like that?
Oh, well, it was fine to me. You know, I know I'm an older guy, but,
You are?
know, just a little bit, just a little bit. So I like to get up and down and run and play fast. And that's what this league is about. You know, these guys are moving. The
You say it's more physical? Would you say it's more physical, or would you say the referees let you play a bit more?
It's physical because, one, you know, the paint, you can just stay in the paint. You know, in the NBA, the paint is clear, so now you can see when somebody's bumping you or pushing you out. Here it's everybody's down there, so
you play zone here.
It's a little bit different, but you know, it's fun to really try to figure out how you can level up and score in a new league, because playing in one league for a long time or playing in one area for a long time and going somewhere else, you got to learn new things, new ways to do different things. And that was what my experience was this year. I learned so much about myself. I learned so much about...
I learned that you could hit three-point shots. Is that something just repetition over the years?
You did make it to the three-point competition.
I'm actually sad, well, not sad, but I was mad at myself for getting a little nervous, and I missed a lot of the shots that I should have made in the three-point contest, but I did make some.
15 is not that bad, D. I'll tell you,
It's bad for me.
It wasn't last place. You got guys here that were in that
competition. You put a lot of
competition.
pressure on yourself, too.
I did, so I was like, I practice every day, and I'm like, no way I'm going to get 15. I'm practicing and I'm not missing. Then I get out there and I start missing. I'm like, you know what? It's my first time. I've never did the three-point contest.
Were you practicing reaching down from a rack? Because it's easier off a pass, right?
It is easy off a pass.
Were you practicing off the rack?
The rack was hard because I was so tall, and I'm like, oh my God, I got to get down all the way down here.
Next contest, I'll give you a nice chest pass for each one.
If you do choose to come back, that is. There's no pressure whatsoever. We'd love to have you back, but listen, the future is unknown for you for sure.
Now, you're leaving here to fly way back to where? Where's hometown for you?
I'm going back to Atlanta, Georgia.
ATL?
Yes, my kids are waiting on me. I just talked to my son this morning, and he was just like, Dad, you coming home soon? I said, I'll be home really soon. And he just started screaming, I can't wait, oh my God.
Now, my last question for that would be, now you're leaving Taiwan. What is something that you're going to take with you from Taiwan that you're going to keep for the rest of your life?
Oh, man, just...
Tough question,
the thing I would say about the people here is, like, they let it be known how they actually feel about you. And it's no ego, like, whatever it may be. Like, I remember being with one of the guys who work for the team, and I said, hey, why don't you hit a couple of dance moves? And he was like, no, I can't dance. And a lot of people will be like, they won't say nothing, but it's just like I feel the honesty and the sincerity of the people here is like,
so you're taking back a mindset, the right mindset people have here.
Yes, I just love the mindset. Like, I felt the safest I've ever felt in my life, you know, over here. I'm not saying I'm afraid of somebody, you know, but I just felt so safe going outside, walking.
I think Taiwan's the best kept secret in the world, my man. I've been here for 15 years.
I loved it out here, man. This is an unbelievable experience, and I'm very thankful to all the fans and everyone who came out and supported me. And our team, and then the whole league. It was an honor.
Now, I'm going to let you get back to enjoying this game. TC, I mean, first of all, on behalf of Taiwan and all the people that you've inspired this year, my man, we thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure for TC and I to call your games.
I appreciate it.
Did you bring these shoes for me, man?
I did bring the shoes.
Oh, my goodness. Now, you got to sign a couple rookie cards for me.
I'll sign whatever you want. I'll give you a story. These shoes are very sentimental to me.
Okay.
I had an agent who passed away, and I put his name on the shoe. He was probably one of my favorite people in the world. And I said, you know what, T1 Scotty has been amazing. He's been amazing all year, and I wanted to show him some love before I got out of here, let him know I appreciate him.
I appreciate you, my man. I'll tell you, it's been a hell of a ride, and I don't know what the future holds for you, but just keep spreading love. And wherever you end up, go where you're appreciated, because I tell you one place where you're appreciated right now, and that's here in Taiwan.
Thank you so much. This is an amazing place, man. I love all the fans. I had an amazing time. I'm going to miss this place when I go home. We've been talking about it every day. It's how much we're going to miss.
The door is always open. The door is always open. We got more leagues.
We got a red carpet for you and all that, wherever you are. If it's Plus League, SPL, T1 once again. I mean, we're happy to have you again. And I got to thank you also, of course, you know, give you all the flowers that you deserve that you may not necessarily get.
Thank you so much.
At the NBA. I mean, I understand, you know, some things you left with a bitter note, but hopefully you go back into the offseason with, you know, on a higher note and just feel refreshed. And
oh, yes,
I
feel
that
amazing.
Way. I hope you had an amazing time here.
I did.
Put Taiwan on the map.
Put
Taiwan on the map.
Absolutely.
Always.
For sure.
Thank you guys so much. Many blessings.
As we get back to the basketball game here, there is a basketball game happening. We took a little small break there. Now, Big D,
it's a tough game. It's a tough game.
62
Maybe mix it
all
up, silvers and golds.
Here's the
I'm like a
score
kid in a
right
candy store.
now.
You're using silvers and golds, man. Whichever one works. All right, back to the game, TC. What do we got here? We got Abatsi's. You lit it up yet?
Currently
okay.
on the court right now, we got Atik. Bounce passes to King, but Alex manages to get the ball back to Gumao Weijia. On the court for the Ghosthawks, we got Bular, Gumao, Dagara, Alex, and Simon. And for DEA, we got Jalonis, Ating, King, and Al-Bashir. Weihan trips up a little bit. Looks like he landed funny on his left knee. Going to be a foul called on Bular. DEA's ball. Sim Bular arguing with the referee right now. Let's take a look at that replay. Illegal screen.
Dope, man.
Ooh, not on his injured knee.
I mean, this could be a nest egg for my children's children, my man. Oh my. Oh my. Thank you so much.
Score is still 62 all right now. Weihan at the top up against Simon. Lasers it to King. No look pass to Al-Bashir. Al-Bashir finds Gumao Weijia. Gumao Weijia comes back into offense and lays in two.
Gumao, you had a chance to play with him in the All-Star game, right?
Yes,
he's so. Shoots it from his chin very effectively.
It's crazy. He's so tiny, but he has the biggest heart. He can shoot the ball from anywhere, and oh yes.
Abassi.
Al-Bashir cashes in 3 points himself, 65-64.
He is my favorite.
Al-Bashir, I don't know if you know this, so he's Senegalese, born in Japan, and grew up here in Taiwan. So he speaks 4 languages.
Wow.
Senegalese, English, Chinese, and French.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Speaks better Chinese than I do.
That is crazy. He's actually a really...
How'd your Chinese work out while you're here, Dwight? You learn anything? Ping bowl, apple? I mean, I've been here 13 years.
Man, I was trying so hard, but I'm like, oh my God, this is so fast. Everybody's talking so fast, and I try to make it out what they're saying by just looking at their body language and
now,
stuff like that.
Now, your Chinese name is Warcraft. That's right.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes,
Warcraft. Why is that, DC? Why do they call it Warcraft?
It's been like that since I came in the league. It's kind of like...
I thought it was a Chinese translation or something.
No, it's just my nickname. It's Warcraft. It's like this big creature that's this big mythical magical creature.
Well, you are all those things, so
I get it.
That's where it came from, and I was like, wow. I remember when they first started saying it. Yeah, he's been missing.
No, he's doing okay today. It's tough. It's tough.
He is a big dude.
What do you think of the double big look here, giving Upshaw a break today? I like Upshaw on the floor. I don't think, but maybe you need to rest.
Yeah, but this is it.
This is it, and I like Upshaw on the floor. I don't know. It's so far, you know what? They're tie game.
And Upshaw can shoot the ball really well as a big man.
Jalonis from the left-hand side, no good. Bular passes it to Gumao Weijia. Bounce pass to Simon, gets stuck by Eric. Hands it off to Alex. Alex going into the paint. Goes in for 2 for a bank shot.
He's been playing good.
Weihan, no look pass out to Jalonis. Finds Al-Bashir at the corner. He finds Chris Cravina just off Jalonis. Tries to go in for 2. It's a foul call.
Jalonis, so effective, these Europeans. Good footwork, nothing too flashy, but they get the job done.
They do. And I like how they play. Full of confidence, full of energy, running the floor, touch shots around the basket. They're knocking down jump shots. On defense, they're being physical. They're up in the pick and rolls. They're all over the place. They're like 2 pests.
They work well. They work well.
They do work. They work really well together. In the box, in the paint, they work well together, like doing a triangle in the paint on offense. On the defense, they're always talking. I really like their chemistry.
That's definitely something that the DEA took a page out of Eurobasket. Both of them coming from the Eastern European areas. They are contributing less in terms of import points per game. Contributing less than, say, Ghosthawks. Ghosthawks are putting in 56 points as opposed to DEA 47. Ghosthawks goes back into possession. Kuma Weija cuts into the paint.
Foul on Eric. Eric unhappy. Pace of this game is favoring the Ghosthawks. DEA not able to get out and run.
It's really hard for them to run.
See that replay once again.
Now working so hard. He's my pick for Rookie of the Year, I think, Kumau. It's between him and Cooper. You know Cooper for the Aquas?
Number 8 of the Cooper.
The pink hair, the aqua hair.
Oh, yes.
Always had a
He's a
different
rookie.
hairstyle. He's a rookie,
Yeah.
so
Oh, my God.
it comes down to between him and Gumau. I give the edge to Gumau.
Alex
no.
for 3 on the left. KK Manning. Oh, tries to recover and Dakar comes in for a double-hander slammer.
When you're 7'7", Dwight Howard, do you have to lift up your legs to make it look like you jump on dunks? It's tough. It's tough. What do they call there? They call it what's?
Referees have called
a
technical foul.
Excessive hanging on the rim. That is the most upset I've ever seen the DEA coach since I've been calling games.
See, the Ghosthawks fans are going nuts over there in that section. Coach Li Yuhua very unhappy with that call.
Oh, it just takes it from him.
Trips up.
My goodness.
Goes in, buries him. Open casket,
I don't know if you
closed
knew this, Dwight, but that
casket.
is the tallest active professional basketball player on earth, 7'7".
He is not real.
And he's a legit 7'7". You've stood next to him, right?
He is not real.
He's a mythical creature.
I don't know.
The Dracula.
Where did he come from?
He's a Maltese mountain.
Player, tallest player currently in professional basketball, period. And he's actually been playing in Taiwan for a couple of years now.
He had a stint in the G League.
Alex gets a ball back to Kuma Weija. Speedy Gonzalez gets fouled by Eric.
I think when you're 7'7", you get a stint in the G League no matter what. You just kind of send the email with your stats and, all right, we'll give you a look.
7'7" is humongous.
Humongous.
I just can't stop. Every time I watch him on the court, it's just like, it doesn't make any sense. The last game I saw him grab a ball out of bounds and lay it up at the same time. And I was trying to figure out how he did that in one motion. And as I said, it's just crazy.
He's taken 7 shots from outside the key. He's made 2 of them. His shot chart is a mess. A green paint spill right in front of the net.
Take a look at that.
And he's 76% from the floor.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
71-67 is the score right now.
What are they looking at now, TC? I've lost touch here. We're looking at what time the foul occurred at. So let's get it right.
Let's take a look at what the referees are going to say. It's going to be an unsportsmanlike foul, and Kuma Weija will be at the line. So, Howard, I know we talked about like all the things that you loved about Taiwan, but was there a couple of things that you missed back home?
Just my family, my kids.
Your snakes?
My snakes. I miss my pets.
How many snakes do you have now?
I did have over 40, but they were baby snakes, so I kind of gave them away. And right now I have probably about a good 10. Yeah.
Who's taking care of your snakes? You got a snake guy?
I have a snake guy.
Yes, sir.
He's like a pool guy, but for snakes.
I could not be your snake guy. Snakes are not my cup of tea.
Shoot. Oh, you're nervous about snakes?
Yeah. I mean, I almost call it nervous, sure.
They're actually some of the, like,
I don't think I've been introduced properly to snakes. The only snakes that I've been familiar with are the ones we have here in Taiwan. They got bamboo pit vipers up in the mountains.
Oh, see, I wouldn't mess with those.
You know,
the vipers.
That's right. The triangle heads you want to avoid.
Yes,
right?
that is correct. But I actually love snakes. You know, they're very docile creatures. They don't do too much, you know, so they're the easiest pets to have.
What's the life expectancy like on a snake? They go long?
Maybe about 15 years max. It depends.
All right. Now, do they get happy when you get home from work to see you? Is it like that? I bring out a lot of snake questions.
You can't tell if they're happy or not, but you can tell, you can say they're active.
Okay.
So when I come home, sometimes they'll be very active because they know that I have made it home.
All right.
Yeah, and when they're about to eat, they get really active.
As Sim knocks somebody down to the floor here. Offensive foul, shaking his head.
DEA's ball right now. Let's take a look at that replay to see what happened.
Chris Regina takes one for the team.
Charging foul.
Wasn't quite set. Do you think he was set there? Anyways, takes one for the team. Chris Regina.
That floor is hard. I don't know if I'm doing that.
We got free healthcare here in Taiwan, D. You can take charges from any of these big guys. Free healthcare for everybody.
Wei Han goes in for three himself. Just short, hits the iron. Jalonis lasers it back up to the Defensive Player of the Year. 7 seconds left on the clock. Al-Bashir goes into the paint, finds KK for two. It's a teardrop shot for the Croatian.
Good pass, good shot.
Gumaweja finds Sim Bular at the top. Simon up against Al-Bashir.
Big to big.
And in the paint, double team by Jalonis and Al-Bashir. Football pass out to Alex. And 3 seconds left. He goes in for two. Bashir gets it back. Snags it back to Wei Han. And back to Al-Bashir for three. Just a little too deep. Degara gets the ball back. 5.5 minutes left in this quarter.
The Ghosthawks look to slow it down here so the big guys can get down the floor again. An entry pass here to Sim. They like the big guy to big guy look.
10 seconds left. Simon pulls it for three.
Simon is continuing his hot streak of shooting well inside of this building, and they need him. He's a bright spot for the Ghosthawks.
Went 6 for 9 in the last game, scoring 20 points. Al-Bashir at the wing, passes to Wei Han. Wei Han running the clock, 6 seconds left. Jalonis for three, answers back.
Jalonis, so consistent from downtown.
He's been balling.
Quietly balling.
Every game, too.
He's good for 21 and 10.
So, Dwight, is there any particular team that you're rooting for in this series? Are we allowed to ask that? I see you're wearing a DEA jersey, though.
Well, you know, I just want to see some great basketball. And I think that these two teams have played great. DEA has been consistent all year. I think they're very well coached. They're
20-0 in this building this year.
Yeah, they play great, man. They're very disciplined at home. They're very disciplined in general as a team. On offense, they move the ball. On defense, they talk. And, you know, they play extremely well. And he is a massive
human being.
Earthling. I don't even want to say human. He's an earthling. It's something different.
It's really funny. So I talked to Upshaw about him, and he's like, yeah, Degara's like in his own world. And I was like, what do you mean? He's just kind of like, he just stays within himself, and he always looks like he's like looking beyond like people. Like he's just kind of, like I said, in his own world. And yeah,
he's so big.
I know, he's high up in the sky.
Nobody's taller than him.
It's a completely different atmosphere for the dude. Yeah.
Ooh, I wonder is the air thin.
Yeah, you're making those jokes now. You've been doing those jokes your whole life. Come on, man. Now we got
it's his turn to make fun of people.
How's the air up there, Sammy D?
Yeah, come on. Let him have that.
Yeah, he's amazing though. I really like I like watching him play because he's so massive. Just to see him run the floor, I'm like, man, please don't run nobody over.
Run the floor. Once he gets his full stead ahead of steam, it's tough to slow him down.
Yeah.
Welcome back, folks, to another T1 Playoffs edition. Currently, Game 2. Tainan TSG Ghosthawks against CTBC DEA, and of course we have none other than 8-time NBA All-Star future Hall of Famer Dwight Howard on the broadcast with us today.
Now I've got written down in my book here, Dwight, just chicken ass and then question mark. Now, did you get into it when you were here? I heard on the news something about IG poo. I guess your Chinese was all right.
We gotta bring it back.
The chicken ass.
Did you like it?
I did. I love chicken ass.
It's deep fried style. You heard here, folks. T1 League Sports. Dwight Howard loves chicken ass. Now, it's just because it's deep fried, it's covered in salt, right? I like the chicken, but it's the fact that it's...
That's why it's good.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. And then the chicken heart is good.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah.
I've had so much, you know, going to the night market is just like one of my favorite things.
Did you get into the stinky tofu?
I had it a couple times.
And the verdict was it's not as bad as it smells, but it's not
No,
good.
it's not as bad as it smells. It's like chitlins. We have chitlins in America, so they stink just as bad, but
just hold your breath.
You can get past the smell, but if you're not eating it and you're just walking by,
it's like a sewer zone.
It's like suicide.
Yeah, I agree. They look at us like that for blue cheese. They think we're crazy for eating blue cheese. It's our.
Do you like blue cheese?
I like blue cheese.
Oh my God, I love blue cheese.
Oh my God.
The smellier, the better.
Blue cheese is. Woo.
It's a choice.
Yeah, I'm more of a ranch person.
Fair enough. Gotcha.
Isn't blue cheese fungus?
Blue cheese is made from penicillin. They make it moldy with penicillin. There's some blue cheese stats for you.
That is something I didn't need to know.
So it's bacteria.
But that's like the Taiwanese. When I look at them, when I look at them with the stinky tofu, they look at us with them. Well, you guys eat moldy cheese, and I'm like, all right, you guys can have your stinky tofu.
We humans just like to experiment. That's all it is.
Anything, yeah. They do have some amazing food here. I actually can't wait to go back because I love fried rice.
Did you try Din Tai Fung dumplings, the soup dumplings?
I want to make sure. I might have. I have some dumplings.
With ginger, and they had all like a lesson how to pick it up.
No, I didn't try that.
That's one place. That's our Michelin star place. That's
okay.
in LA as well. Din Tai Fung.
I haven't really had a bad meal since I've been here. Everything has been great, all the way up into McDonald's. It was one of my favorites out here.
Oh yeah, every time somebody travels,
they always McDonald's guy, or are you a dinner McDonald's guy?
It doesn't matter. But I would usually try to get. They used to have this special out here, and it was Korean spicy chicken.
Yep.
And it was like some of the best chicken I've ever had. I couldn't believe it. Then they have another place out here called Fat Daddy's.
Fat Daddy's in Taiwan?
Yes, it's a chicken place.
Oh my God, I haven't tried Fat Daddy's.
You have to get
Shout
Fat
out to
Daddy's.
Fat Daddy's. You gotta try this out.
There you go.
Yes, Fat Daddy's for the win.
This is the guy they went with instead of Marcus Weathers over Robert Upshaw here. Haven't seen a lot of Marcus Weathers this year.
Previously,
played for SMU. He's got a twin brother.
Had a short stint in the PBA, was supposed to replace Cameron Clark, and then quickly replaced by another import player. PBA is a little bit different from Taiwan basketball. You can only have one import player per team.
What team is it?
This is San Miguel Beerman.
Yeah, Yanibras.
It's a Filipino basketball league.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's the Lakers of the Philippines.
Yeah, and in the Philippines, there's actually a height limit. So you can't be over 6'5".
As
an import player, yeah.
So why not?
Because they don't want to see two giant.
Oh wow.
So actually, your old teammate Troy Williams was played for the PBA for a little bit.
Step back from Rayhan.
There you go, for
nice
three.
looking step back from Rayhan.
This game is going to go down to the wire.
I think it's because you came on the broadcast with us.
The Ghosthawks
so
have
excited.
surprised me today.
They're playing really well.
They are playing well.
Marcus Weathers
Takes
goes in, pulls in for too short. Dagara gets the save. Ahuan comes out to the corner, passes to Easton, goes into the paint, goes in for a mid-range shot.
Good take.
Goes in for a bank.
Good touch.
Wayhan at the top. There's a high screen by Shalonis. And Wesley back in the game here. Also had previous experience in all three basketball leagues. Weathers goes up against Ading, puts him in the sprint cycles for two.
Okay, Marcus Weathers, I see you.
He has 17 tonight.
That's a
big
nice
game.
step back from Marcus Weathers.
Nice step back, big game. Let me go and get him out there.
Minute and a half left in this quarter. Ading finds Liu Han. 6 seconds left on the shot clock for two. Matches back 83-89. 3 is the score right now. Wesley finds Dagara, double team by Ed and Ateng, and Wesley going in for 3 points himself. Don't see a lot of Wesley in the playoffs, but Weathers takes the ball back from DEA. He's slowing it down a little bit, giving Dagara a rest. We only got one big
Ghosthawks
on the
controlling the
Ghosthawks.
tempo of this game. As Dagara knocks someone to the floor,
King
no
loses
call.
balance. DEA gets the ball back. Lee Wei-Han brings it back up to Eric, and beyond the arc goes in for 3, just off. Asen tries to get the ball. Ball goes out of bounds. Gonna ask for a replay of that call.
First glance, that one looked like it did go off the Ghosthawks.
Got some subs in. With 33 seconds left. But let's take a look at that replay.
Eason touches it. Zalona's got his hand on it.
Got his fingertips on it.
Let's let the international FIBA referees sort this one out. Maybe this angle will give us a better look. Oh. Tough call. What do you think, DH?
I think they're going to probably have to do a jump ball here.
Ball?
Yeah.
We don't know. Jump it up. I like that call, too.
Oh.
One thing I did like about the Leopards was your DJ in that gym was awesome.
Oh, my God.
He would play the music while the other team was shooting and the beat drops. You're not allowed to do that.
It's so crazy.
It's so crazy.
But you know, I would say the DJs from all the games really were fun this year. They had it hype. And the crowd was into the games as well.
Let's go Leopards.
Oh.
Let's go Leopards.
All right, let's not bring that back.
You have that in your head?
Let's not bring that back.
Let's go Leopards.
Oh, my God.
Some of the English people could have done that better, but I liked it.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Listen,
Leopards.
it's stuck in your head. That's that means it worked. Yeah, there you go.
It works.
Oh, man.
33 seconds left. Ahwan hands it off to Eason. Clock is running down. Eason is gonna bounce past it out to Weathers. Weathers goes into the paint for 2.
Okay. Okay.
Last possession is DEA. Countdown begins. The fans are counting off. That's a foul call on Ahwan, number 23.
What's the call there, DC? Ahwan with a block. No.
Bashir gets a foul call.
I think he knocked Ahwan to the ground there.
Oh yeah, let's see, you see that shove.
Happened right in front of the referee.
First foul, 2 seconds left on the clock. Guma Weijia up against Lee Wei-Han, and last ditch effort goes in for 3. Ooh,
he almost made another one.
Another buzzer beater potentially.
Well, once again, Big D, thanks for sitting down with us. Thank you for our jobs. Thank you for putting Taiwan on the map as a place that people can land and enjoy their lives as a basketball player.
Thank you so much. I
Safe travels
appreciate you
back
guys.
home.
Awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys so much. Many blessings, Taiwan.
Take care, guys. We are going into commercial break. We will be right back. Scores 85-80. Welcome back to T1 playoffs again. Dwight Howard, y'all missed out if you sat out on the third quarter. We just had a great sit-down interview with him, but going back to focusing on game 2, take a look at the screen right here. Zhou Ding, again, like I mentioned with Dwight, he has plenty of experience in the playoffs and championships, several with SBL, 2 with Plus League, and 1 with T1.
As I'm sliding all the basketball cards back into the sleeves that he signed for me, unbelievable, like a kid in a candy store here.
There you go. You're sliding all these trading cards that Dwight signed for you. That's amazing.
Yeah, kid in a candy store. Shout out to Jack's Sports Memorabilia Shop in Taiwan today for opening early for me and selling me 9 Dwight Howard cards on the spot. Back to the game here.
What game?
We got a good game going on here, folks. We got a little sidetracked here, but it is 85-80, and the Ghosthawks have controlled the tempo of this game so far.
Again, you know, we were talking about how we were having our doubts with Marcus In as well as Sim Bular. We just figured even though the pace might be a little bit faster, Upshot might be more effective, more versatile, but I mean, it's been trouble for the DEA because that is the 5th foul called on Ling Wei Han.
Uh-oh.
As Kangaroo is coming in, number 7 subbing in for Ling Wei Han. See a replay right there.
Got him with the body.
We start off again in this final quarter. Last-ditch effort by Guma Weijia. Couldn't get it through. And it's ISO, KK up against Weathers. KK using all of his physical might for 2. Nice footwork. Back and forth between Alex and Weathers. Weathers now sliding through to the inside. Loses a hold of the ball. That ball went out of bounds on DEA's part. Now it's Ghosthawks possession. We're going to take a look at that replay.
I imagine we go to another replay here.
Yeah.
As there seems to be no shortage of challenges for both these coaches on these replays.
Start off once again, Alex, 6 seconds left on the clock. Al-Bashir gets the ball back. Atting still in the game. He's logged in 23 minutes in today's game. King slips and slides through the inside, and KK for a teardrop shot got just off of the rim. Weathers is gonna slow it down. He's gonna wait for Bular to jog back. And with 10 seconds left on the shot clock, Guma Weijia hands it off to Bular, all the way back to Alex for 3. Off the rim, King quickly going back to offense, and that's a foul call on Alex.
Called it on the floor. Alex raises his hand. Yep, I got him.
I wish you guys could see how giant those shoes that Howard gave Scott.
Oh boy, that's going to be a nest egg for my kids' kids. I got video proof. I even think I know the game he wore those shoes in.
Oh my goodness.
Kid in a candy store.
Well deserved, well deserved. Start off at the baseline, Kanga out to KK, and the referee blows the whistle. DEA's ball still. Let's see who they're going to call it on. It's probably a holding foul. Once again, that's Alex's 4th foul tonight. Kanga to Al-Bashir, double team. Tries to pass it out to KK, out of bounds. Still gonna be DEA's ball. Let's see how the DEA is going to play without Wei Han. And just fine, King drops a dime for Atting. Goes in for a finger roll, 2 points. And Guma Weija at the top. Hands it off to Weathers, up against King, goes in for the paint. He's very physical. He's tripping up on the inside, and Alex comes in for the kill for 3.
Alex found himself wide open with the basketball at the top of the key, knocks it down. Puts the Ghosthawks up by 4 here.
K at the top of the key. KK gets the ball back. A lot of physical contact. Guma Weija's foul.
Ball pops out to Alex. I'll shoot that.
Alex has been the dark horse for the playoffs
for the
Ghosthawks.
X factor for the Ghosthawks today.
That's right. Dylan Ding squares up to the top. Goes Norton for the second time.
There we go.
And fires in and nails in the third one.
He's hit that shot many times in his career.
2 for 4 for 3 points. He's racked up 10 points before the game. He was saying that Coach Lee was telling him to make any of those shots, and he's ready to rumble. Again, plenty of the playoff experience beyond the arc. Alex goes in for another 3. Batted around, the ball goes, but rattles in is the ball. Sim Bular gets
so much contact. Wanted the N one. I'm going to agree with him there. 2 guys were hanging on his shoulder. Good finish from Sim Buhar through the contact.
I mean, we said it once, we'll say it again. You know, if they call all the fouls in one game, they're absolutely right. We'd have to be put into the game.
Under move by Krishina, also looking for the foul.
He's racked up 16 points, 3 rebounds.
7 for 12 from the floor, very effective European numbers.
It's man on man, it's King against Weathers. Weathers pushes into the paint, spin move. Loses ground, trips up.
A-class defense from Nick King there. Bumps him, a lot of contact. Oof. He says weak pass.
Too small. Small fry, let's go. Brings the ball back to DEA side. Quick pass to Krajina. Krajina goes under.
Oh boy.
Pauses, goes back around. King tries to get a putback in. Dagara hands it, taps it back out to Guma Weija.
Dagara's presence changing shots in the key.
Guma Weija up against Kanga. Loses the ball.
No call from the T1 referees. Play on. They're now trying to figure out whose ball it is, and they're going to award it to the DEA.
DEA's ball. So we take a look at that again. Ooh. Well, choices. Krajina at the top, hands it off to Al-Bashir. Al-Bashir tries to go into the paint, hesitates, comes back out, hands it off to KK. KK with 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Puts him through the spin cycle, goes in for 2.
Nice move from KK.
It's a mismatch between the two teams right now. 91-90 is the score. It's been a tight race still.
A lot of lead changes in this game so far.
Senwading on Weathers.
Oh, a lot of contact.
So foul call on...
I'm going to call it on the floor.
On Kangaroo.
Krajina's spin move. Whoop. Nice.
Gnarly. Bular coming in for Weathers.
Just under 7 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. DEA find themselves up by 1, facing the two Giants right now.
Weathers locked in 19 as Alex tries to go in for a mid-range shot. King pushes through to the other side. Kangaroo from the left corner hits the rim. Al-Bashir tries to recover it, hands it off to King. King slows it down behind the back, passes to Al-Bashir with 8 seconds left of the shot clock. 6.5 minutes. Fans are counting off. 4 seconds left. Beyond the arc is Al-Bashir, but no, goes off. Alex gets the ball back. Guma Weijia at the top, now going in, slashes through. Bular gets the rebound. And Kanga gets the ball back, recovers.
Push the ball.
He's gonna push through, bounce passes to Nick King, and Nick King for the slammer! Goes in for the kill, 93 at 90.
Nick King beats him down the floor there and hammers it home. Nick King is fired up, and this crowd is on their feet now.
Blood is boiling right now. The fans are going wild. There's still 6 minutes left on the clock. We're gonna go into timeout right now. Let's take a look at that dive. Killer. We will be right back.
Let's go.
我现在的心情就在出轨的边缘 ，Oh yeah， 根本不可能喝醉，我还有在嗨3天3夜，我眼里的世界就像是一部卡通影片 ，Oh yeah， 加入我的行列。
Welcome back to the T1 Finals. We are at game 2, 6 minutes left in this quarter. Tight race between the Tainan TSG Ghosthawks and the CTBC DEA. Got the crowd revving up at Stadium of the Year.
Stadium of the Year for a good reason. I think it's the giveaways, the jerseys. We got Jim's Pizza behind me. Well done, DEA.
We even had a vendor come up to us and give us some snacks on them. It was really sweet.
Branded DEA, what were those things called? The custard cakes.
Taiyaki or something like that.
Back to the game, Sim Buhar, easy two-hand slam.
As Tokyo Drift is blasting at Shenzong Stadium.
Happy, and you know what, into Tokyo Drift. This DJ is all over the map.
Yeah, T1, y'all are doing it right. Dwight Howard gave y'all mad props for the good music. And 8 seconds left, bounce pass to Ating. Is counting down, 5 seconds left, nearly loses handle of the ball, and comes back in as Nick King. Back from timeout, he's running hot.
Nick King time here in the fourth quarter.
Timeout isn't gonna ice him out here. 95-92. Guma Weijia passes it to Tim Bular. And up is Lewis. Back to Simon in the game. And finds Takara.
In the key, Samuel. He was camping out there. That was a good call by the referee. Can't hang out in the key for longer than 3.
He's done that quite a few times during this playoffs.
Referees look for it. When you're that big of a presence in the key, your referees really count you off.
Saw on the screen David Chen, GM of the Ghosthawks, shaking in disapproval. King coming back in for the kill once again for 2.
A lot of contact.
Couldn't make it through. Bular and King behind. Simon goes in too much to the left. And
Degara there to clean up the rebound with ease.
Weihan back in the game once again for 5 fouls. He's committed. And KK goes in for a finger roll.
Big bucket from KK. So reliable.
DEA currently with a small lead. Last game, they were consistently between 9 to 12 points of a lead. At the top of the key, Degara hesitates. So Gumar from beyond the arc goes off King, clears it. Back to Weihan. Weihan lasers it to King, and King hands it off. Lots of quick passes. 12 seconds left, and KK! Soft hands rolls it in. That's an assist for Zhou Ding. been absolutely clutch for the DEA. Gets 10 points, 6 assists.
6 assists is the number for Ading. Clutch performance here in game 2.
This is the most he's played since early March. Dagara gets the rebound. That's a foul call on Zhengwen. Take a look at KK. Dishes another assist.
Ghosthawks not shooting well from the three-point line, 20% today, which is why this game is so close. There's no surprises that the Ghosthawks are beating the DEA in the paint 50-36. They've also scored 11 points off turnovers versus DEA's only single point off a turnover.
We do have a Plus League import of the year in Simbular. As Simbular gets a hold of the ball.
Pass.
Ooh.
Back to the line.
That looked like it hit Ding pretty hard in that moment. 4th foul called on Ading. Bular will be at the line.
Ading battling hard. Took an elbow there, possibly took something to the midsection there.
Midsection, crown jewels, I don't know.
Taiwan, they call it the bird.
And that free throw rattles out.
As the DJ drops the doot, 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 doot.
Nice touch. He's made 11 of his 18 free throw shots.
Not too bad, above his season average.
Yes, absolutely.
Knocks that one down.
22 points for Bular. 3.5 minutes to go in this game.
Bular looks exhausted.
Weihan to Al-Bashir. Al-Bashir nearly falls back out of bounds, and Zhengwen at the top. Goes in, top of the key, hands it off to Ling Weihan. Ling Weihan drives it in the paint, comes back out, hesitates, and KK comes in for 2.
Good push shot from the foul line for KK. Took advantage of Sammy D falling to the floor there. Didn't give him a chance to stand up.
Not a drop of sweat. And Simon, 2 for 6 in terms of 3 points. Kumao waits out for 3, rattles out. It's been a little bit cold for 3 points, like you said, Scott. King passes out to Ling Weihan. Ling Weihan thought about it for a second, but draws a foul on Kumao.
Ghosthawks extremely cold from the three-point line. Take a look at that as the big man goes to the floor. They find KK here. Oh, got that one up before he had a chance to recover.
Kumao's 4th foul. With 16 seconds left on the shot clock, Zhengwen passes it to King. King up against Dagara, all the way out to Weihan. And Weihan for a teardrop shot. King tries to save it. Dagara, of course, gets the ball back. Just the Maltese giant getting the ball back. Simon out to Lewis, and Lewis finds Dagara, but couldn't finish. Too fast. King brings it back. Bounce passes to Al-Bashir. Too fast for Lewis, and that's another 2 for the DEA. That's back-to-back scoring.
Nick King taking over in the clutch here, getting the ball in the right hands of the right people. Abasi wide open under the hoop, easy 2.
Ghosthawks calling a much-needed timeout in this instance. 103-95 is the score. They've been able to pull it so quickly in the 4th quarter. That magic that they had in the first half and the 3rd quarter, kind of losing it a little bit in the final quarter.
Ghosthawks are working really hard to get a split up here in Shinzwan game 1 and 2. If they could get one of these 2 games, I think that's a win for them.
Absolutely. Today would be the key, not the end of the world, but could be a game changer as they go back
look
home.
At the play of the game already. Nick King over the top, hammer time. Another angle of it.
Kanka subbing in for Ling Weihan. Weihan with 5 fouls, comes in, drops a dime for Nick King.
Nick King put Weihan on a poster there.
Kangaroo.
Nick King just dunked on Weihan, number 23 in that picture. It was
Ahwan.
Ahwan.
Yeah.
Ahwan. Sorry, Weihan. You're on the wrong team. Put Ahwan on a poster.
I was like, that doesn't make sense.
Ahwan, Weihan.
Yeah.
No English names for these guys. Doesn't help me. Take a look at the people rocking the free jerseys.
Heck of a giveaway. There were 2 different jerseys that they were giving away on Saturday and today. The next homestand game, it'll be a toss-up. You'll either get Saturday's jersey or today's jersey.
Picked up a lot of jerseys for the Brooks children. Henry and George, you guys are getting some jerseys when I come home in Canada. Shout out to the Brooks family.
Wow, you got so many shout-outs. I feel like I should shout out to a couple of my folks.
And shout out to Anna Brooks. Anna, I didn't forget about you either. I'll bring you a jersey home too.
We're winding down in this game. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. Ghosthawks still could have a chance, but unfortunately, as we talked about it before, missing the free throws and being cold on the three-point shots right now in this quarter.
Very cold.
Is hurting the Ghosthawks. Simon goes in for 3. Off the iron, King brings the ball back to the DEA. Weihan asking for the ball. He's going to bring it into the paint.
To the hole.
Yep, just no good. Bular passes it on to Guma. One-hand pass. And beyond the arc is Lewis. High ricochet. Simon able to recover it. And Lewis goes in for another three-point shot and fires it in. There we go.
The heart on this Ghosthawks team to put up another shot there. They're not out of it here. 4-point game. 1 minute and 39 seconds to play. Nice pass by
Oh
Ading.
my goodness,
And he dunks on the 7'7"
Dagara.
Sam Dagara. That's the first person I've seen climb Mark Dagara in person. Looks like the top was open today.
In the blink of an eye, referee blows a whistle.
That is going to look good on a poster. Nick King over Dagara. Let's take a look.
That is nasty. Buries him.
Oh my goodness. Nick King, that's got to be the tallest person you've dunked over, 7'7".
Minute and a half left. Dagara is sitting out. And Weathers is back in.
6-point game. Nick King stretches that lead with that hammer dunk over this guy.
Oaks.
He's back in the game. He got to sit down there for a second.
Yep. And coming in for Weathers.
Oh, they didn't do a correct substitution. The referee wanted him to come back and do an exchange.
Oh, that's nice of them to give Ghosthawks a breather.
Let's give them a couple more seconds.
Oh, that's really thoughtful of them. King alone at the free throw line, except Bular.
Big free throw from Nick King. Ghosthawks are right there all game. Lots of lead changes. DEA just too many scoring options that can hurt you. If one guy's not having a good night, there are 6 other guys in double figures that will hurt you on that given day.
That, and they just have a really amazing ability thanks to their Coach of the Year, Li Hua, able to adjust accordingly. And you know, when Liu Mengzu is changing it up, whether it's Weathers coming in, Bular coming in, just like that, Li Hua just reacts really well. And thanks to their veteran players, not only Zhengwen Ding, Ling Weihan, even though this is his first time in the championships, but of course we have our Eastern European block in KK and Ed. You see the field goal percentage, the big difference between DEA and Ghosthawks right now. 51 for the DEA and 40 for the Ghosthawks right now.
Okay, 8-point game. Ghosthawks going to need a 3 here. If the Ghosthawks get into a fouling situation to try to slow the game down, I think, who are they going to have to pick on the DEA that's out there? All these DEA players can shoot free throws, unfortunately, for the Ghosthawks. They don't necessarily have a sim that you want to put on the line.
No, definitely nothing like Sim, as we see KK.
Quietly having a great game. KK quietly gets his 24.
He's not the biggest center. I mean, again, he's only 6'10" compared to the Tower of Terrors, but
he's very good at finding the open spots on the floor and making himself available.
So smart. As we start off again, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Guma Weijia to Simon. Simon for three. Again, rattles out Bashir. Plenty of airtime. Gets the rebound to Wei Han.
Way up there for that rebound. As the DEA slow it down here, and I think they can taste it. The second banner is going to be rolling down from this ceiling.
Clock is counting down for the shot clock, and King is going to draw a foul. Bular.
Sim got caught on the three-point line trying to guard a dribbler. Not a good position for the big man.
It's his third one today. King will once again go to the free throw line. Game 3 will be Friday night, 7 o'clock at Jianan University. Scott and I will be on call once again, so make sure to stay tuned. King, and this is his first free throw shot. Scored 14 points. Free throws, not super hot either, only 2 for 5.
8 for 2 from the Memphis native.
Less than a minute left. Guma Weijia passes it to Weathers beyond the arc. Once again, misses a three-point shot.
As the Ghosthawks tried to foul, referee didn't call a foul. Ghosthawks basketball.
Well, Ghosthawks are going to go into
another timeout
right
here.
Now.
Going to try to figure out how to put 8 points on the board in 33.3 seconds.
Yeah.
Not impossible.
We had Dwight Howard on the broadcast.
I was told that was impossible.
Anything could happen, but listen, at this point in time, 32% is their three-point percentage. Ghosthawks only 18% in today's game, so that definitely hurt the Ghosthawks on their end. But a couple of highlights in today's game for the Ghosthawks. Alex coming in as the dark horse, or as Scott calls it, X Factor with 10 points. Bular coming into the playoffs, he has banked in 22 points, and Marcus Weathers, 19 points for him.
I wonder what lineup the Ghosthawks are going to go with on Friday. If they're going to stay with the double big and Marcus Weathers, or if they're going to give Robert Upshaw another chance to do what he does best, and that is dominate on the floor here in the T1 League.
You know, based on seeing him wearing a face mask earlier in the game, I think I think Upshaw is just under the weather.
Under the weathers, so to speak.
Under the weather, literally. But I would say if there was one game that he would miss, this would be the game to miss, as again, they are going into their homestand. So hopefully he'll be able to play all of the remaining games in the finals.
I look for Robert Upshaw III to have a big homestand down at Tainan. They're going to get one of those games.
He's ready. I'm sure he'll be coming in with a vengeance. 33 seconds on the clock. And Weathers passes it to Guma Weijia. Alex beyond the arc, goes in for three. Again, high ricochet off. And 24 seconds left. Alex attempts to been blocked by Al-Bashir. And Guma Weijia tries to recover for 3 points. DEA's ball, 16 seconds left on the clock. We're winding down, lots of contact between Guma and Wei Han. Wei Han goes into the paint, finds Al-Bashir, and Al-Bashir knocks in 2 points. 7 seconds left. And Guma Weijia hurries back into offense, tries to get in, one last field goal shot, and Simon to hit the buzzer beater, does not get in the last point. That's 108-98 is the score. And
hard-fought battle by the Ghosthawks. They can hang their head on the effort they put forth today. They got 1 week to get ready for game 3, and they're going to try to get themselves not swept in this final series.
Incredible, valiant effort. Ghosthawks were taking a slight lead, but DEA coming in hot, manages to get 28 points in the fourth as opposed to the Ghosthawks. They got a little bit cold in the fourth quarter.
Ran out of gas.
Ran out of gas despite Wei Han getting into foul trouble with 5 in the beginning of the fourth quarter. So a couple of highlights for the DEA side. Al-Bashir clocking in at 18 points. Edgar Jalonis 21, and KK, the X factor for the DEA, scoring 24 points. Zheng Wending, absolute veteran for the DEA and just key to these 2 wins, putting in 14 points, or excuse me, 10 points today.
As we wait for them to drop the second banner, they're gonna have someone come out and press the button. Who do you think is gonna press the button today, TC?
Ooh, I don't think it's gonna be KK again. I think if anything, it might be Eric?
How many points did Eric put up today? Has he got enough points to press the button?
I don't think he does, but you know, he's got such a friendly personality. I could see him coming out again.
We got Bashir with 18.
Oh no, King. Nick King coming out.
Nick King, there we go. Nick King gets to press the button today, DEA Stadium, for the second win banner that's about to be unfurled from the Raptors. Got to have Dwight Howard on the broadcast today. Exciting game. Reach out to T1 Scotty D on Instagram if you want to buy a pair of game-worn Dwight Howard shoes. We'll start the bidding at whatever you want.
Big thanks to you. Got me a signed Dwight Howard card also.
That's right.
King is here to thank the fans and see what his post-game words are right here.
今天有非常多的精彩好球，防守盖了不少的火锅，灌篮也让大家大饱眼福。同时在追分的状态下面，不时看着他忍着自己大拇指的这个伤痛，一直在努力的为球队贡献跟付出。今天的整个过程非常的艰辛，有没有什么话想要跟球迷说的？
Mic check for Nick King. Let's get him a working mic.
I just want to say thank you guys for coming out here and showing the support. We had a great crowd tonight. You know, we continue to protect home court, and I want to give all the thanks to the fans, to the staff, to the organization, to the support. This is a great group, and we just got to stay focused and bring 2 more wins home.
尖叫声！
再次的感谢今天所有到场支持我们中信特攻的球迷，你们的支持是我们最大的原动力。当然，接下来我们会继续的努力，把每一场比赛拿下来。再来，他说我们球队不管是公司、前线、后勤所有的工作人员。
As that stretches their 21-game winning streak in this building, they have an opportunity to go undefeated all season at home and pick up the
我们接
championship.
下来我们会继续专注在每一场比赛，然后把最后的胜利拿下来。谢谢。
掌声鼓励！接下来用最大的掌声加尖叫声，给我们的林伟汉，请伟汉到中间来，接受大家的欢呼声。哇 ，Big time player， 为了总冠军而生的男人，今天不时在关键的时刻、焦灼的战况下，轰进一颗又一颗的3分。 抄走对方一颗又一颗的球，今天是不是打的？觉得为什么会有特别的这个力量支持你继续下去，在一个逆境、逆风的状况下，能够反而逆转这个战局？
进场的观众，谢谢你们，有你们，我们才能赢下这场比赛。
最大声的掌声加尖叫，再一次。
You could probably translate that one for Rayhan. He wants to thank the fans for coming out. 2 more wins to go.
Whoa!
Is that right?
Yeah, basically you nailed it.
Well, that was my situational Chinese there. I picked out one word, and it was shisha.
Yeah, summed it up pretty well.
Here's the button. They're going to team press it. Love the theatrics in this building.
3、2、1的时候会有伟汉跟 King 一起帮我们大力
joint effort.
Joint effort. Let's see if the guy on the rafters is ready to unfurl this one.
Do you see a guy?
Well, there's got to be a button somewhere. They're ready. Here we go. E.
Press the button.
Press the button.
Wow.
And here we go. Second win.
Oh, there we go.
Nice unfurl on the second win banner from the Stadium of the Year. Ghosthawks have their banners ready, I hope.
克服了逆境，把这场比赛守下来，不只是冠军战2比0，我们的本季出场不败纪录继续延续。来，我们请伟汉跟金恩再一次谢谢他们，再大声，请大家继续支持我们中信特工。 谢谢金恩 and 伟汉，我们用掌声送他们。非常感谢今天大家的来到我们中信特工主场。最后，我要说的是，因为有你们，我们不会输。 因为有你们，我们将会掀起黄色浪潮，把属于我们的黄色冠军奖杯带回来新庄主场，大家敬请期待。谢谢大家。我们总冠军战得冠军的时候来办游行，来玩一下好不好？谢谢大家，下次见。
进去电光石火，说明金刻，不敢示弱的话，迎来枪篮满实力拼凑。Nothing to lose， 别闪躲，各路弟子别玩火。最迷恋于外线进球的身影，全场枯燥是最美丽的风景。抓稳节奏，渐进式的练习，跌倒总是痛，遍体鳞伤也要前进。